Damien Charleston's my name. I'm the president of the Cardiff Hawks. Just welcome everybody here today. It's a very special day, Anzac Day, and it's a day of respect, remembrance and reflection, the sacrifice made by so many. We're just going to have a service now, so if all of the players and umpires could come and line up, please. Okay, full party out.
Good afternoon. My name is Sid Lynch and I'm the President of Cardiff RSL Subrag. We're honoured to be with you here all today. Thank you for inviting us along for this special Anzac Day to commemorate the Anzacs. The sons and daughters of Anzacs came forward without question, accepted gladly and discharged fully their responsibilities during World War I, World War II, Korea, Malaya, Borneo, Vietnam and other conflicts. On this day, we remember the sacrifice of such men for an ideal, for a way of life. Let us take strength in the knowledge and hope that our sons and daughters will never forget the example set by their forefathers. In everyday life, let us endeavour to carry on those traditions established in the past wars and conflicts at such tragic cost. We think of every man, woman and child who in those crucial years died so the lights of freedom and liberty, so costly won, isn't lost by our own differences. So let us mourn with pride, but let us also remember equal pride, those who serve and still live. So that you hold fast the heritage we leave you and teach its children that never in the coming centuries may their hearts fail or their hands grow weak, lest we forget.
Last post.
grow old, as we that are left grow old. They shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. Going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.
What about Marty? Done? What about Marty? General salute. Set, arms. Stop. What about Marty? Left turn. What about Marty? Now. What about Marty? Halt. Full advance. Right turn. Marty, dismiss.
Before we break up, I'd just like to have a special thanks for Emma Masters for singing the national anthem, Miss Janelle Riggs for the last post, and the Cardiff RSL sub-branch, Sid Lynch, JP and Peter Taylor for coming out and assisting us today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to our Cardiff RSL sub-branch president Sid Lynch and other members of the Cardiff RSL sub-branch for an ever so moving and touching ceremony that's just taken place. But now that's all over and done with. It's time to get this game underway between the arch rivals Cardiff and Warners Bay here at Pasterville Sporting Complex here at Cameron Park. The umpires for today's match: field umpires Darryl Luck, Ryan Stanton, Tom Stewart. Boundary umpires Ethan Robinson, Miles McCauley. And goals this afternoon, Wayne Farrand and Jake Lowe, as Mr. David Redden rejoins me up here.
Yep.
Magnificent job done.
Doesn't get old.
It does not.
Oh dear, I struggle with it sometimes.
And some fairly big news out of Melbourne, David. Laid out for Essendon, Orazio Fantasia has been admitted with illness. Darcy Parish coming in as his replacement.
Thank you for that. Yeah, our two clubs have made it something very special with Anzac Day, Lucas, and just makes you think of the sacrifices people have made. My grandfather fought in the Second World War in Borneo.
Yep.
He fought the Japs in Borneo. And
Yep.
I'm not being racist when I say
No.
that's what he did. And wonderful job, Cardiff RSL sub-branch. Wonderful job, Cardiff Football Club. Thank you. Oh, you want some tape too? Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll get that done. Yeah, it does make a difference.
It does, yeah.
Damien Charlton and Quinny Davis, particularly at Cardiff Footy Club, and everybody involved. It was spine-tingling being out there, Lucas. I'll tell you one thing, it's hot.
Yeah.
It's really hot. Thanks to Kendall for covering that for us. And, yeah, Louis, it's a pretty special thing. I'm looking forward to next year already. I can tell you, it's just, yeah. There you are, Mr. Lucas Holmes.
Thank
just
you.
about ready to go on the football. I'll get my composure back shortly.
Mr. Redden. We said about to get underway here. Ryan Stanton in the middle. Robbie Barlow for the Warners Bay Football Club in the middle. Along with Simon O'Brien for Cardiff, Matt Spinks, Jake Roach.
Luke Griffiths, I think, has got the ball there.
That was, yep.
Luke Griffiths in the ruck. Away we go. Rock and roll time. Black Diamond Cup football. Anzac Day. No one really gets that one. And out. Marcus Delou out to O'Brien. Read by Cyril Nickel. Oh, smothered brilliantly. Delua reading it well. Could be gone. And paid. Jake Roach drops him after the play. And 50 metres. Goodness me. So, is that Gibbons with the footy? It is, Sam Gibbons.
Yep.
You might not have seen it, but Jake Roach dropped Marcus Delua off the football, taking him very hard.
What I think you might find, David, is, Delor's covering him now, but Roach would have been trying to get around the back for that long thumping kick.
Yeah, Roach and Delua having renewing acquaintances again. Gibbons goes short. Oh, Mark! Scowen? That's interesting. I don't have an 18.
Is that Gilmore? No, it's not Gilmore. Beg your pardon.
Could you just check the sheets for us, please, Louis, if you don't mind?
To.
Thank you. Early chance for Warners Bay. And he's kicked it, I think. First goal, Warners Bay. We'll pick up that.
It is Scowen, yep.
Scowen's changed number on our list. And he's gone.
He's 18 on here. We just haven't changed it. But
Okay, no problems. Early start, Warners Bay. Great start off a 50-metre penalty. I'll just take an asthma puff.
Yep, forward.
And Robbie Barlow back in the centre with Luke Griffiths. Get that microphone right.
Yep.
Great to see Sam Zickman here with us as well from the community football manager of the AFL HCC. Robbie Barlow and Griffiths. Can someone get a touch this time? Griffiths clearly. Roach at the back, reading it well in front of Delua. Comes out in front. Luke Roach, good to see him back playing football after some hamstring issues. Short ball, thumping ball. Brilliantly defended, actually. That was a great kick to May. Famous surname that at Warners Bay Football Club, May. Oh, Falcon there. Is he giving that over the shoulder? I think he has. Hoy Moroney.
Prior to the Falcon, I think it was just a hand over the shoulder there, David.
Hoy Moroney with a 17-metre ball hits his man. Away they go. Liam Gibson looking for options, goes short. He likes to not pull the trigger. Oh, bundle out of it, brilliant. Barlow to Gibbons. Thompson's in there, can't stop him. Little short left footer comes in. Picked off by Tomlinson. And Warners Bay cannot let Tomlinson do that all day. Gretz goes wide. Over towards Lashley. Chased hard there by Carla. Mark taken. Little short ball. Beautiful. Finds Patch Delaney. Handball in front. Liam Gibson. Trouble. No, he gets to that. I think that's Hawthorn. Oh, good mark. Lennon, he's in. Riley Warner just gets to Jack Lennon and does enough to get that ball out of bounds. One step too many he took, Lucas. One step, otherwise he would have had a shot at goal.
Would have very well done there. Pressure from Riley Warner. Getting in the way of the goal kicker that is Jack Lennon here for the Cardiff Footy Club.
Indeed. Delua goes into ruck, which he did so effectively in the grand final 2 seasons ago. Had a good chat with Nathan Harkness about Marcus Delua. And, Marcus Delua is actually a specialist centre-half back. So he's a very, what's the word? Versatile. That's the word, versatile player.
Multi-skilled, all of the above.
Yeah, absolutely.
Class.
Yep, that too. Peter and Catherine, if you're watching down there in Victoria, hello. Parents of Marcus Delua, lovely people, great supporters of ours. Of course, we've got such a massive fan club, our Bar TV, haven't we, Louis? Rumble's got to get that out, does somehow. Spinks will turn on the afterburners, and away goes Matthew. That ball's gone 65 on the fly. Tomlinson can't pick it up, needs to get a handball out, Roach, can't. Second dibs. He's paid it a throw, okay. Gibson put the tackle on Roach. Ball comes to the, good grab. Gretz?
Yep.
No, it's not. Oh, he said, sorry, it was right. It actually looks like a helmet at short distance. Right out in front, lovely. Is that Isaac Hughes? Could be in 40. He kicked 10 the last time we were here. I'm just can't get his number at the moment. Yeah, it is. Isaac Hughes, who reached the promised land with 10 goals in his last game here against Maitland. I reckon he's going to kick from outside 50 here. It's a decent piece of it. Will fall short. And falls off to the side, behind to Cardiff. Cardiff are behind. Warners Bay 1 straight 6. 5 minutes gone first quarter. Jake Roach, designated kicker up here. Now, I'd imagine that he'll run out and go out as far as he can. Now, he has only 3-quarter kicked that, trying to find Downing. Missed him. Ball right out behind. We're obscured slightly where we are. Looks like it's a throw-in. Yeah, it's a boundary throw-in. Regan Bowe in 24 and Robbie Barlow. Bogue wins that one out. Turner can't pick it up. Spinks puts his body on the line. Hughes gets it out. Turner can't stop a kick. Hughes underneath that Jack Roach, and everybody's going to clear it because he will not go shoot.
Really switch? No, he's looking down the line.
He's looking for Downing, I think. No, he's looking
Roach.
for his brother. Oh, that's a push out, I thought, not paid. Change of handballs coming in. Luke Roach putting the body on the line. And out of bounds right in front of the lest we forget sign. Just a little bit of argy-bargy. Cooper Garrett and Luke Roach.
Jeremy Smith there also in 19.
Former Musselbrook player. Barlow and Bowe. Bowe gets foot front posse. Ball hits the ground. Turner waited, so did Gretz. They were very disciplined. The Rat Simon O'Brien's in there. No ball. No opportunity to come out. Tom Stewart will take this throw up. A couple of experienced umpires today, Luck and Stanton, Lucas Holmes, two of our best.
Sure thing, David.
Trouble for Marcus Delua. And Caters no prior. Turner the tagger. I wonder if he's picking up Marcus. At the moment he is. Very fit, Nick Turner. Will need to be. It is hot out there. I was out there for the Anzac service, Louis. It is hot. Jake Roach can't quite pick it up. Marcus Delua. Oh, Jake Roach got disposed of by Gretz cleverly. Good tackle, Spinks. Puts on 2 or 3 tackles in a row. Rumble's in there, trying to use his size and beef. Spinks handball out. Rumble again. Can he get his hands free? He can't. Well done, Tom Hawthorne and Brant Joad.
Yeah, on that matchup of Turner and Delore, I think that's a smart option around the stoppages, but if Delore gets into open pastures, look out, I suggest.
You shall outmark him. But in and under, Turner did a great job on Craig Bird as well, Lucas Holmes, earlier this season. Branch over, left footer. Delaney stays out of it wisely. Stays out and gets the football as a result. Back it comes to Hoy Maroney. Steps his man brilliantly. Finish Declan. Pulls it left. Cardiff, 2 behinds. 7.5 gone. Warners Bay, 1 straight 6.
Deborah with the kick out.
Indeed.
Turner's on the right of screen, unintended, but decides not to go there. Goes long, looking for Jake Roach. Finds him overhead. His brother Luke's ahead if he wants him. Decides against that. Goes for that 45-degree kick into the middle of the ground. Looking for Downing. It's spoiled. Up there is Tomlinson. He goes to ground. Spinks picks the ball up, gets a sharp hands out to Jake Roach, who goes along the ground. Great tackle there, although it was high. Going to Garrett, who will go on his left foot, David, and I'll turn it back to you.
Thank you. Smothered. Poor kick, Garrett. Should have been a push in the back against him. Tomlinson evading traffic like the silky smooth mover he is. Simon O'Brien, right hand sweeping handball. Thompson back to O'Brien. Looking wing here. Hawthorn's got to go, goes hard. Nate takes a mark in front of Gibbons. Gibbons is going to come back a couple of mark, does. Long ball right in front of us. Lachlan Devlin's got to make a contest, does. Just gets there, stays on his feet. Luke Roach hanging with him. Luke Roach tries to go 1-2 handball with Devlin. Devlin keeps it in front. Luke Roach, that's not a bad result from where they were. Lachlan Devlin had to make a decision and ended up making the right one. So Regan Bowe and Robbie Barlow. See if Bowe tries to get front position on him. He does. Actually, Barlow did a very good job there and held his own. Spinks coming through. Now he's got a chance, Matthew. Goes to the handball to Lachlan Deverell. Left foot torp is too big and he's way, way out of bounds. Just wanting to see whose kick this is. Is it Thompson?
It's Pratt.
Or is it Gretz? It's Pratt, is it?
Yep.
You hardly call his name earlier today. Patrick Delaney, chased down by Corey Deverell. Quick kick comes out of there. Beats everybody. Warner needs to get that out. He hasn't. Lennon's kept that in danger. Isaac Hughes, you are joking. What a brilliant check side kick, Isaac Hughes. Oh my goodness. Cardiff 1-2-8. Warners Bay 1 straight 6. Lucas Holmes.
He's in a bit of a purple patch at the moment, isn't he, Isaac Hughes? Making that end of the ground in particular his own in the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Purple patch? He's in a bigger purple patch than the Minnesota Vikings Football Club. Goodness me. Unbelievable. What a kick as Alex Crowley comes out under the ground. Folks are here today from Leeton.
And for those people who don't know, yes, the Vikings do wear purple, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, you should know these things. Vikings in purple and yellow, thank you.
NFL draft is indeed tomorrow, whilst we're slightly near that point.
Los Angeles Lakers originally from Minnesota as well. That's why they're purple and yellow. Out the ball comes. A lot of people aren't aware of that.
Yeah,
Foe.
nor was I till just then.
There you go. Stick with the big man. Scowen out wide. Janning's got to stay on his feet. Can't. Was always off balance there. Tomlinson, interestingly, hasn't got too many touches. I had heard a whisper that Downing might be trying to mark up on Tomlinson, and at the moment he is.
Well, he's that sort of pressure forward player. He's Jack Downing, very quick as well.
But Barlow falls over, gets the tap. Simon O'Brien in all sorts of trouble. Nick Turner gets that out. Where's the pressure coming? Very courageous there. Oh, great tackle, courageous from Campbell. Oh, intercepted. Now here's a chance. Corey Deverell, the thief in the night. Very tough work down there. Corey Deverell, can he get a handball out? Effectively, yes. Bowe down low, where he loves to work. Tapped out Tomlinson. And professionally got out of bounds by Clark. Good, solid football without Warners Bay ever having a player free.
On that point of Nick Tomlinson too, it's almost like we're trying to attack the West Coast Eagles. The ball needs to come in lower instead of getting bombed in the air, and that's where the likes of Tomlinson, O'Donnell and Gibson can just chop the ball off. And speaking of Gibson, there he is.
Good call, sir. Quick handball comes out. Lachlan definitely back. Ordinary kick, however. Luke Roach puts the body in. Gets got to get that out. No prior. Cardiff in front by 2 points. Cooper Garrett at 5'8" doesn't need to get involved in things like that. Sam Rumble, I reckon, will be the one you want to be next to.
Dennis now into the ruck for Warners Bay.
Yep. And no one gets that tap out, actually. Completely missed by all. At the bottom of that's Clark. And umpire Luck says, I'll have that, thank you. Ben Scowen. I can tell you can handle himself as well. Dennis does get that one down to Vovo, misses it. Corey Deverell out there along with Alex Crowley. Crowley up here from the Riverina, as we were saying. He met his father earlier. Crowley, Leeton footballer up here at the University of Newcastle. Out the ball comes. Yeah, good work by, was that Bowe it was? Griffiths has been off for a while now. Skirmish, no clear possession, and umpire Luck says, I'll have that, thank you. Really a quiet start to this game, Lucas. We're halfway through the first quarter. No one's been able to gain any sort of ascendancy. He's been tight and tough. Dennis, a good right-hand tap down. Well read by Pratt. And out of bounds. They can make the 6-6-6 rule, but they can't chop this sort of cluster football, and that's one thing they can't do. Someone's going to take the bit to a teeth or sag off into great space.
Yep.
Lots of players around the ball here. Well done, Regan Bowe, under close attention. Bowe gets it out. Luke Roach, that wasn't 15. Oh, he was 15 and he chose to go. Tomlinson. Vukovic steps his man brilliantly. One bounce. Turner chasing. Flies through the centre. Well done, Riley Warner, to get Jack Lennon off his feet. Nick Turner comes out. Little short ball from Ollie Gilmore. It's not 15. Cyril Nicol out there on the back flank. And Mark taken.
Smith, is that?
Yeah, I think it could be. Off to Turner. He's got enough time to pick the ball in the half volley. Over to Cyril Nicol. They love getting the ball in his hands. He's usually a good user. Voe. Efficient handball. Sam Gibbons goes long. Very long. Tomlinson has enforced into a defensive act there and does well. Recovers. You watch where this ball ends up. No, it didn't go on the full. Surprised. Boy Moroney straight through the middle. Misses everything. Nicol. Is that Job? It is. Ball thumped over the right shoulder.
Run.
Isaac Hughes in front. Now he's going to kick from about 48, Lucas. 48-47. This will test him. He's got the length, I tell you.
Lennon's making a lead, was ignored.
Kicks from right on 50.
Looks like he's got the distance, David. Off the post.
Off the post. So that shows you that there's almost no breeze at all. It's a glorious day. And that fire's gone too, Louis, thankfully. So Cardiff, 1-3-9. 15 minutes gone here. Warners Bay, 1 straight 6. At the magnificent new Pasterfield complex in Cameron Park. Lachlan Deverell will run here surely. You look at his options and there you go. He goes short actually this time. Got to be right. Wasn't. Warner a bit lax, but away he goes. He's a very, very good athlete, Riley Warner. At the back, he's going to run here as Scowen. Can he get a ball out to somebody? He can. Downing. Garrett on his left. Natural side for him. Stays in. That's almost out of bounds at the full. Oh, you know what he's ruled there, Louis? That's come off the thigh and knee. That's a very good spot for the boundary umpire because I reckon he's right on the money. Hello to all the diggers out there watching. Hope you're enjoying Australia's most important day. Just going all over it. Could have been a push in the back. Clark, right footer. Oh, good grab. Hughes is just so confident at the moment. This time he looks for a lead. Warner in front. Got to stay on his feet. And again goes Warner. Now he's got to get rid of it. Can't. Tries the spin move. It doesn't work. Out there is Smith in 19. Rumble at the back. Oh, good. Great closing speed, Clark. Boy Moroney gets that ball forward. Oh, it's 3-on-2 here. Hughes needs to keep that in. And does somehow. Back to Hughes. Now he's got 3 Warners Bay players on him. Gretz on his non-dominant. Puts on the fen. Bryce Gretz. Oh, unbelievably unselfish. Rovers' goal should come now. Does.
Boy Moroney.
I think it's Boy Moroney in there. 2. It's Thomas Lashley. Good goal, Lashley. Cardiff 2-3-15. Just really good work. Most unselfish play. Warners Bay 1 straight 6. We're 17 minutes gone into the first 25-minute quarter here today. It's very warm here today, I'll tell you. Everybody's going to be sunburned except us because we're in the shade. What runners have got to get out of there quickly, as in now. And they do. Umpire Stewart with the football. Dennis and Bowe are our rucks on this occasion. Bowe wins that one. Got to pick it up, Alex. Does eventually. Gets a handball out. Left footer comes out. Spinks chasing. We're all chasing at the moment. Very good shepherd, Jack Pratt behind play. Enables that kick to be made. That's out in front of Rumble and the Cardiff tent. Very good goal. I'm sure we can hear it in our effects mics. There's a lot of people here today. and having a great time. Big crowd, as you would expect on a public holiday. This fixture's only going to get bigger and bigger, Lucas Holmes. Scowen, good tackle, Gretz, good strength. Umpire Stewart says that'll be mine, thanks. 18 and a quarter minutes gone. 2-3 Cardiff, 1 straight Warners Bay. Umpire getting ready to clear out the way. Bow, too quick there for Dennis. Dennis just half a step off. Thompson, who's hardly got a touch, keeps the ball in brilliantly. Jobe drops that one. Ball comes back here. That was 17, Lucas, who I don't have on my list. I recognise him. I think that's Robson or Hobson from Black Diamond Plate recent game. Could you just check the score for me? Oh, trouble here. Lucas, can you check 17 for Cardiff? I think Daniel
Robson. Yep.
Yeah, I thought I recognised him from the previous Plate game where he was brilliant. So Robson changed to 17. Thank you. 19 minutes gone here at the Pasterfield Complex. Get on down, have a look at some good footy. Come and have a soft drink or an ale and enjoy the afternoon. Marcus Deleu wins that tap out. Barlow gets a very good tap out. Or was that Dennis? That might have been Dennis. Tomlinson works his man Downing well underneath that. Such a skillful player. This is Hoy Maroney. Pratt's in there near Jake Roach. Bit of respect there. Almost a mark. It was almost uncontested there. Hughes went under. Lachlan Deverell loves this sort of situation. Has a bounce. Hughes coming for him now. Got to go. He gets right up high, Smith. Very good springs. Luke Roach gets the ball out. But I think that Gretz comes out of here. Lashley, left footer. Not quite taken by Jobe. Good work there from Gilmore. I think he's kicked that goal. I reckon that's... Was that Jobe? Just go back to that player, please. No, it's this play here. Right behind here is right at the back. Is that Isaac Hughes again?
Yes.
Yep, Isaac Hughes, another goal. In, as Lucas said, a purple patch. Cardiff, 3-3-21, looking very good. Warners Bay, 1 straight 6. We thank our sponsors, Belmont 16-footers, Hunter Haval, ISC, Central Coast Sports Physiotherapy, CFM, Tyre Power, Bar TV, and Subway, where everybody, Lucas, eats fresh.
Sure do.
See, I got them all. Ryan Stanton with the football. 21 minutes gone. Cardiff up by 15.
Next time centre clearance here, Warners Bay to get them on the front foot.
Well done, Dennis. Roves his own ball. Luke Roach tries to tap it over, being unselfish. This is the young fella, Edwards. Oh, free kick at the back here to who? I don't know who he's pointing to. It must be Jack Pratt.
It's downfield, so
Oh,
it's
after
disposal.
play. Well, what is Ryan Stanton? No, he's got to come back and have to take the kick, I think. Is this Clark in 12?
Must be, yeah.
So
Yep.
Clark's been made, so it's Clark's free kick. He was transgressed against. Wide. Vo in and under, as he always is. That's his job. Gilmore, a little worm burner to Spinks. Matthew gets underneath it, gets it going forward for Warners Bay. Vo makes it very courageous. Evan Tomlinson whacks it forward. Spinks almost a falcon. That's actually Vo. That can't have been bailed out.
Ben Smith.
It was Ben Smith, thank you. Corey Deverell. There's a free kick being plucked out here by umpire Stewart. I don't know who to and what for.
Push.
So I have no idea whose free kick this is. So Vo, it's Vo, is it? So it's Vo coming all the way back. This where Jake Roach is dangerous. That's actually not his best kick, to be honest. And picked off by Campbell. Beautiful delivery. Absolutely perfect. Vukovic got that two-headed dropping style. Gretz, a class act. Goes wide. No mark taken. Robson in and underneath. Gibbons looking to go back. Can't. Goes in a circle. Ends up a brilliant handball, actually. Gets
Bird.
it. Bird going forward. Corey Deverell's got to keep that ball in on Pratt, make him accountable. No idea. Is that over the shoulder? Yeah. Deverell doing well, keeping low. Luke Roach is on his own over the top to the left. Ignores him, goes all the way forward. Tomlinson comes from the side, and you cannot let him do that. Marcus flying through the middle. Short ball, picked off. Gilmore puts it straight back from whence it came. Vo! Smith, I beg your pardon. I'm having trouble telling those two apart, but yes, that is Smith. And Smith, sorry, it's actually Jared May.
Sorry.
It's Jared May in 50, is that not?
Yes, it is. Yep, it is.
So it's Jared May. 30 metres out, needs to kick this goal. Don't think Jake Lowe has moved. Jared May, a very important goal. Well done, Gilmore. There he is down there. Cardiff, 1.5. They're the goals that kill you in red time. Cardiff, 3-3-21. Warners Bay just pegging him back slightly. 2 straight 12. Kevin Roach coming out the square as runner. Matt Spinks moving people around. Nick Turner's gone in. Dennis is in. Roach is at defensive quarterback. Marcus DeLua's in the same position for Cardiff, although he's going to the side of Bow, trying to tell him where he wants the ball. Spinks unattended. DeLua goes to him. There's a player at the back for quarter, which is what Turner's going to now. Jake Roach has got Simon O'Brien for company. Dennis and Bow. Dennis that time clearly. Well tackled Pat Delaney, and Turner's got nowhere to go. Dennis off 2 feet this time. Bow beats him accordingly. Jake Roach smothered off the boot. The rat Simon O'Brien pilfered like a thief in the night. Spinks' handball was errant. It was a great idea. Marcus DeLua just gets that ball away. That loping gait. Should have been taken there, that one by Hughes. Deverill did just enough. Someone's got to go back to Hughes. They've got 2-on-1 on him. Now Marcus has spotted a man on his own. Well done, Marcus DeLua. Declan Hoy-Maroney trying to point to the mark. This will be the last action in the first quarter, I'd suggest. Hoy-Maroney from 40. They don't need this Warners Bay. This will be a real good finish for Cardiff. 40 out. Looks like he got a very nice piece of that. No, he didn't. Skews it off to the right. Cardiff 3-4-22 and Warners Bay 2 straight 12. 10 points the difference. Lucas is looking at scores at the MCG. Early doors there. There's quarter time. So that late goal from Jared May keeps Warners Bay right in it. Cardiff 3-4-22, Warners Bay 2 straight. We'll be back with you shortly here at the Pastoral Complex in Cameron Park. I have the dubious pleasure of watching Ben Crawley and Lucas James Holmes watching Collingwood and Mill at Essendon at the moment. It's not much fun, but anyway, that's the way it goes. Say hello to Sam. Welcome to the AFL HCC Community Football Manager, Sam Zickman, who's made the big trip up from Picken Oval after a very... Sam, was it a tight win this morning for your boys?
Yeah, no, pushed all the way out there at Picken Oval, but got the chocolates in the end, which is very nice. But I tell you what, absolutely rapt to be out here. This is a fantastic community facility, packed to the rafters with kids and families all running around watching the footy. It's a brilliant place. They've done a wonderful job, Cardiff Footy Club, getting this ground and facility up and running. It's been a long toil, but absolutely worth it when you look around today.
If you go back in time to when Manila Park was Cardiff's home ground, I doubt very much Lucas Holmes, who's about 18 or 19 years of age, would much remember Cardiff having their own home ground. They played at number 1, they played at Hillsborough. But to have this facility, Sam, in what is a very fast, quickly growing area of Newcastle, and it's only going to get bigger going out to the left to screen to our west. It's just everybody's done a wonderful job, including Council. Council must take a lot of credit. They've built a superb facility here, and I look forward. We've got rep footy here, and we've got Cardiff and City here in a few weeks as well. So we're going to make Parsfield home for the next month. It's going to be great. But
Parsfield certainly is becoming a second home for the Bar TV crew. But I mean, you drive around this area. There's housing developments and houses going up, and the population is going to swell around this footy club, and they're in a perfect situation to grow. And how's the call going today, guys? This is the third game, big day. How's it been going?
Going all right. Lucas Holmes has been acquitting himself well as always when he's taken over. And
thank you.
My voice is getting a little bit weary, I'm not going to lie, but it's we love what we do, and the fact that there's 3 games today and we get to call them is testament to everyone for putting them on. And you get the plate guys and our women get a chance to be broadcast live on television. That's great. And it only promotes the game. The more games we broadcast, the more it promotes it in our district. So it's great.
Absolutely. And Lucas, welcome back from your holiday, mate. Great to have you back on board. I'll turn it back over to you guys. Have a good call this quarter.
Thank you, Sam. And back to you, David.
Bowen Barlow. Barlow right-handed, gets that one down. Gretz interferes. No one can get clean contest here. Gretz head over the ball. Isn't interfered with. 47 is Carla. In and under. That's gone, I reckon. Yeah, paid too. That's advantage. And taken and paid. Rumble at the back. Should be a Rover coming here. Oh, is someone out the back on their own? I bet you that's Jack Lennon, and he kicks an early goal. All the Warners Bay players got caught underneath the football. Lennon, very smart out the back. Cardiff, 4-4-28. Warners Bay, 2 straight 12. Lucas Holmes.
Hunter Haval, looking for a feature-packed Prim SUV for your family? Check out Hunter Haval, Maitland and Brian Hilton Haval, North Gosford for their range of affordable SUVs. Book your test drive today.
Cardiff up by 16. Very quick early goal. What was that, 24 seconds?
24 seconds, David.
Yes. And Lucas, about halfway through this quarter, will give us a score from the MCG between Essendon and Collingwood. Those of you that are watching us, thank you. Spine-tingling Anzac service earlier on today. Compliments to Cardiff RSL sub-branch and to the Cardiff AFC Football Club. Cardiff AFC, sorry. Barlow and Bow, these two are evenly matched, I reckon. Just Bow, that time only just. Spinks, back to Turner. They're under a lot of pressure at the moment. Carter putting a lot of bodies around the ball. O'Brien, very well done. Clears the traffic. Hughes in front of Deverill. Deverill reads it brilliantly and he's away. One bounce. Who's going to go to? I think he's going to go to his brother here, who's staying in front. Oh, well done, Jack Pratt. Worked him under the football brilliantly. I think Jack Pratt might be playing rep footy in the next couple of weeks, Lucas Holmes. Lachlan Deverill in front of Patrick Delaney. Turner's on short. He's going to go even wider and shorter. And I think that's Carla out there, is it?
They need to take some time off because Isaac Hughes is just sitting all by himself at the top of the goal square, so they can't afford to turn it over quickly.
May almost mark that as the 6th man into that contest. I don't think that's going to be marked. And it goes out of bounds into the forward pocket for the Warners Bay Football Club. So early results today. Cardiff have won both games and comfortably turned it on in the third quarter of the plate after being in strife. And the women's side won by 71 and just gradually put the foot down throughout the day and put together a very composed professional performance. Lucas Dykrep's done a hammy, which is not good for her. That's why she missed out in the second half. I just spoke to Di off air.
Yep.
And hopefully she's going to be okay.
And rule her out for the next 3 or 4.
Get me a microphone. Cherie, come and say hello. Come and say hello on the air. Come on, quick. Congratulations, first of all, on your performance on Monday. I thought Newcastle did brilliantly well, and I thought the Cardiff players were outstanding. Yourself and Taylor Wilkes was magnificent.
Yeah, she backed up again today, so that left boot's a killer. They caught onto it early, Warners Bay, but she just pushed through, and yeah, it's good to see the girls just click, and everyone did a role today, and in the spirit of the game as well.
Indeed, and Arizona won player of the carnival as well. Congratulations. Saw your photo with the trophy. Cherie's live on air. Come and say hello, Zona. Congratulations. Hello. Congratulations to both of you. The Cardiff players all were outstanding on Monday. It was a wonder. Newcastle did very well. I thought Central Coast were favourites, given the nucleus had, and particularly having a fit Rebecca Ives there. She makes a big difference. But you were superb and beat them not once, but twice. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I think like they said, we just clicked, and we just love our footy, and to get together and just connect like we did on that field, and we just got out there and enjoyed our footy and had fun, and I think we did that again today. These girls, we just love playing together, and it's so good to see. We've had a hard couple of years, Cardiff, and it's now coming to fruition. So
we were saying on air, we think that there's 4 or 5 teams that are in a real show making the preliminary finals: Wyong, Lace, Carnival, Newcastle City, Maitland, and Cardiff. And if you keep building players like you have now, you've got a lot of people very fit, and you've got a mix of taller players and shorter players. It could be a really interesting final series. Of course, it's a final 6, so you've got to get in the 6, but then anything's possible.
That's it. Everyone's got a full pre-season, and I think in this sort of a league, if you can get that extra 10 or 15% off fitness, I think that run, especially out of halfback and through the mids, really makes a difference in this competition.
Absolutely.
And I think the boys are on the same track here, and it's good to see my husband about to get the footy, picks it up, gets it out the back to Treno. Well done.
We've got a new commentator. Well done, Sheree. Listen, to Cardiff Football Club and the women's today, congratulations on a very good, solid win. Zona, well done on winning player of the tournament. Very congratulations, very good.
Thank you.
Kate Booth, the best Falcon of all time. All time. And
you
Sheree
called it well as well.
Thank you. And listen, you personally playing very good football. I've commented to Lucas a couple of times. I've seen you play. You look extremely fit, and you're running really well. I thought that was very important that the Newcastle players were very fit in the afternoon. It was very warm at Port Stephens.
Yeah.
And credit to you, you're in great condition, and you've obviously done a lot of work because you're running and running and running. So well done to you.
We're only as good as the girls around us. So hopefully the boys get up, and hopefully the Pies get up today as well. Hey.
Yeah. Never Collingwood. Thank you both for talking to us, and congratulations, girls. Well done. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. Cheers. Great to speak to Sheree and Zona there. Patrick Delaney's got to sit here.
Wonders of 3 microphones, David, hey?
The wonders of 3 microphones. Well, Sheree's a very good talker.
She is actually.
Chance
very well.
Thompson. Has he missed that? Oh, no, he hasn't. He's just got that inside the... Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to speak to Sheree in Arizona. They did play rep footy during the week, and we didn't miss any scores. Cardiff 5-4. Warners Bay 2 straight. Cardiff looking ominous here, 22 points up. Lucas Holmes.
Belmont 16-footer sailing club. Located on the picturesque Lake Macquarie, Belmont 16s is one of the premier venues in the Hunter region, offering the very best in dining, promotions and entertainment. For all the latest news and promotions, visit 16s.com.au or find us on Facebook, the home of AFL Hunter Central Coast.
And there's quite a few players out talking about representative football, Lucas. 18th of May, not that far away. Lucas will be umpiring in the morning and coming across. I'll come across with you. I think I'll be at Fayen early.
Yep.
Because Warners Bay's at Fayen. So.
Yep.
And the way...
It's gone.
Sorry, mate. Thompson. Oh, just hangs onto it. Goes long, does Thompson. At the back! Goes for an absolute hanger and misses. Warner's away. Bad bounce. Robson's with him, stays on his feet. He's a very, very wiry character, Riley Warner. Thumps that ball forward. I think he hit that a bit inside out. Luke Roach has got a chance here. Can he get a bounce? Does. Goes short to no one in particular. Tries to find his brother who's trying to fall forward. Tomlinson, you can't let him go. Away goes Tomlinson, and look what he does. Lace out. Lashley. Marcus is running on for him. Marcus will get the bounce. It should go to the Rat, Simon O'Brien. Spinks has got him. Great tackle, Matthew Spinks. That was a 2-on-1, and Spinks stopped it, snuffed it dead. Goes with the ball. 2-on-1. Roving is Turner. Can he pick it up? Yes, he can. Gets it inside 50. Where's Jake Roach? Coming out at it now. Picks it up, but he's well tackled by David O'Donnell. Can't get it out. Good defence there, Pratt. Very tight football in here. Ball comes out wide. That's Hawthorn. Goes down the cheddar channel with a dangerous kick. Good Mark Barlow. Does what a ruckman needs to do, take it above his head. Off to Scowen, sniping. Where's Jake Roach? Oh, it goes to May. Couldn't quite mark that one.
He's been paid.
Oh, gee, I reckon that's debatable.
Chop of the arms.
If it wasn't a mark, okay, fair enough, but I'm not sure if that was a mark, to be honest. May, who looks a likely character, looks like he's a lovely pair of hands, strongly built. You can see he's got a big upper body, and looks like he's got very good spring, Lucas. May shanks it badly. Jake Roach in front, off the ground. Now, is that a goal to Corey Deverill, or is it touched?
It's a goal.
I'm waiting for the
no, hold on.
I think the goal umpire thinks this is a goal to Corey Deverill.
Because he's gone to the centre of the goal as well.
He has. We'll wait here. I think this is a goal. It's
Touch.
no. Ryan Stanton's overruled. That's a point. Fair enough. Ryan Stanton got involved there. 34-13. Cardiff up 21 points. 8.5 minutes gone. May and Gibbons and Marcus. Away goes to flying through the middle. Great sight, especially for our representative side. Lashley, one bounce. Could have another if he wants to. Doesn't. Oh, should have taken that mark. That was a sitter. Left footer Vukovic goes forward. It's one-on-one. Jack Lennon will try and turn him inside out. Two good athletes here, Warner and Lennon. Warner doing exactly what he needs to. Keeps it in front. Lennon can't get a hold of him. Warner's done unbelievably well there. Carla, has he got a chance here? Yes, he has. Goes inside for a handball to Turner. Not a bad move. Crelly out back to Turner. Back to Scowen. Gets that ball forward. Corey Devill's going to get worked under it by Jack Pratt superbly. If you saw what we saw, that was brilliant from Pratt. Goes to Thompson in the middle of the ground. Off to the Rat, Simon O'Brien. Tomlinson running. That's dangerous. Downing chasing this time. Tomlinson, can he deliver? He usually does. Gets it out towards Jobe. Steps his man. Jobe from 45! Over the back! It's going to be rushed through, I think. Oh, it's been kept in. Now it's rushed through by Lachlan Deverill. Cardiff, 5-5-35. Warners Bay, 2-1-13. 22 points of difference. Lucas Holmes.
Thank you, David. Deverill goes immediately to the outer side. Finds Downing on the lead directly from the kick out. Downing surveying his options.
Not
Be called to move on shortly. Pretty stagnant forward line. Goes the chipping ball in the corridor, which I find a bit risky, but it almost comes off. It does. They're scouring. Luke Roach gets wrapped up immediately. Great tackle there from Adam Clark.
Actually tackled each other.
Yeah. And there'll be a ball up adjacent to the centre circles here with 10.5 minutes gone in this second quarter, David.
Score update, please, MCG.
I shall go there now.
Thank you. Turner and Clark having argy-bargy off the ball. Thompson in this ruck. Barlow beats him. Superbly read by Tomlinson. Up toward Delaney. Comes hard to Jobe. Lashley a chance. Unselfish handball. Robson needs to give that off. Does. Isaac Hughes for his umpteenth goal in the last couple of weeks hits the post. So 36-13. Cardiff 5-6. Warners Bay 2-1. At the MCG, Essendon 1 straight 6 after 21.5 minutes. Collingwood 3-4-22. Collingwood up by 16 at the G.
Goals to Adams, DeGoey, Stringer and Myercheck.
And back to the Pasterfield complex. Lachlan Deverill has a bounce. Goes towards Downing. His very good pair of hands in front of Campbell. Downing's had to go back to get some touches. Tomlinson's beaten him so far. Low driving ball. Luke Roach a one-on-one. Very well defended there by Gibson. That might be out of bounds on the full, is it? Luke Roach runs straight over the top of Gibson. Here we go. Jake won't be far away, no. Jack Pratt and Luke Roach. Wouldn't want to see either of those two late at night at the Cambridge or the Argyle.
I thought that may have come off the boot of a Cardiff player as well. But
I could see you motioning that on the side here. 11:48 gone. Cardiff up by 23. Errant throw in. Bow could have taken on the full, doesn't get a chance. Luke Roach hits him cleanly and over the line. Boundary umpire should come in and throw that one a little bit further and deeper.
there we go.
Better throw, much better. Bow gets in front, wins that decisively. Vo needs a handball at the back. Went sideways to Crelly. Vo will come in low here. Get another handball out to Crelly. Crelly could have got it over the shoulder, but not paid. So right in front of the commentary box position, you can see that marvellous, lest we forget there, Marty Ryman on the prowl. Luke Roach coming off for a slight quick rest. Should be slightly undone, hasn't played much footy. Barlow gets a tap. Well read Delaney. Or was that the rat Simon O'Brien? O'Brien in there.
O'Brien paid holding the ball.
So free kick given against Simon O'Brien from the non-controlling. That is a really interesting decision. That ball shanked worse than me at Everglades. And I think that's going to be Jack Pratt at the far pocket over here.
If it was paid for holding the ball and if it was out of zone umpire, it shouldn't have been paid then. So it must have been in zone.
Whoa, geez, I thought the umpire was... Okay,
the Panthers in control from their perspective then.
Lucas, I shall stand bow to your greater knowledge, my friend. Tomlinson can't pick it up. May's got to go low. Brant Jobe comes in. Turner couldn't put the tackle on. Over there towards Delaney. Couldn't get the ball. Looking into the sun. Crowley in and under. Gets an effective kick away. Got up towards May. Looks a likely character, Jared May. Got to get that, take that. Stood his ground, Scowen. Wide. Look, come wide. Cyril Nichols there. Jake Roach is capable of kicking that. Just off to the side. Swerves inside out like a Lucas Holmes in-swinger. Waters Bay 2-2-14. Cardiff 5-6-36. 13 and a half gone. Lucas Holmes.
Tomlinson goes short to O'Brien. Brian, it's been fairly quiet so far. Had a few touches, but not his normal self. Maybe that's because of Nick Turner as well. Gets tapped on there. There's Garrow on his left foot. Get the distance. Does it go over the top? It does, but it's hit the behind post. So we'll have a throw in right next to the Warners, the left behind post for in Warners Bay's attacking 50.
14 minutes gone.
Still umpteen amount of time in this first half.
Warners Bay have got to kick a couple of goals shortly. Bow gets that one out in front of Downing, who went into the ruck contest. Bow dispossessed. The rat Simon O'Brien's in there. Dangerous area to mucking around with. Now, is that they've paid that he was under duress? Okay, that was an interesting decision. Warners Bay 2-3-15. The vastly experienced representative for Nicholas Tomlinson gets that out wide. Hoy Moroney's got an absolute paddock. Drops the ball twice. Still has got enough time. Short ball. And stays on his feet, does Lashley. Well done. Rumble comes, but too late. Joe, very good contested mark in front of Gilmore. Oh, goodness me, there's a magpie on the field. Holy smoke. Bunch of Bulldogs and Hawks there, and there's a Maggie. Bryce Gretz, left foot, 40-metre ball. Perfect to Bow. May trails him. Just outside 50. Short ball. Doesn't get the distance. Needed to hit the man from there. May goes long to absolutely no one except Campbell. He went. Left footer. Lennon in front. Oh, I think it's being wasted at full forward. Needs to be moved around. Hughes on Lennon. Lennon stayed on his feet. Gets a kick out again. Almost a mark there. Robson's in there. Riley Warner smothered off the boot by Hawthorn. Out from May. Crash ball football. Got to go through here hard. Spink stays on his feet and he's away, Matthew. Goes with a worm burning kick down the line. Downing keeps in front of Tomlinson. And that's a good job by Spinks. He didn't actually have that many options. And instead of giving Tomlinson a chance to pick him off, he's kept it low.
You're talking about there, Jack Lennon being wasted at full forward. I reckon he's a similar role, equivalent Warners Bay would be Jack Downing, sort of that high half forward, really quick and mobile and really good pair of hands over his head.
Cardiff don't have a regular structure. Remember, without Michael Ryan there, is that holding the ball? Without Michael Ryan there, they don't have a traditional full forward. Hughes is more like a half forward pocket type player, but they don't have a strike full forward.
Yeah, someone they can crumb to as such.
I think they're more dangerous doing it that way, to be honest. Should be picked off by May. So May's clearly gone back.
Yeah. Then you're sort of less predictable that way as well.
Yep, you are. Long ball. Tapped over the top. Well done by Luke Roach. So if you go back a year, the Elliot Davey medalist is playing in the ruck and going forward. And you know that it's coming with Cardiff. Now, who's going to... Isaac Hughes has come from stone motherless nowhere. Lennon, we know.
Yep.
Okay. Thompson's going to chip in and kick his goals. They're less predictable. Like Marcus is sitting over here on the bench having a rest.
Well, before, I'm not sure if it was last year, the year before, but was Isaac Hughes' first taste of AFL footy. He hadn't played previously.
Which is remarkable. Must be some kind of athlete. Certainly good kick. That's a holding the man or holding the ball? It's a Warners Bay free kick. I don't know who to. Is it Gibbons?
Gibbons, yep.
Yeah, Sam Gibbons.
Roach is there for the hands if he wants it. That's not
goes with a 7-metre kick. Luke and Jake Roach goes with a 60-metre kick. Scowen in front. And a free kick, I think. Over the shoulder. Stanton gives that against O'Donnell. This will be Scowen on a tightish angle. You did a great job a couple of weeks ago when you were away, mate. Umpired and saved me the embarrassment
out of that one then, haven't you?
of rolling out the barrel, yes, and walking around Adelaide Street Oval. I really appreciate it.
Obviously recovered from his rib injury then, to a point.
Indeed. Needs to kick this for the Bay. And now, what's the decision? I'm sure that's a goal. Yeah, it is. Goal to Scowen, and a very important one. Cardiff Footy Club, 5-6-36. Warners Bay, 3-3-21. 18 minutes and 10 seconds gone. Lucas Holmes, MCG, please.
I shall go there first.
And
I'll
a
just
refresh,
refresh,
please. Another goal to Collingwood. Collingwood, 4-5-29. And
Quarter
Essendon,
time.
Collingwood, a great first quarter, 4-5. Essendon 1-6, up by 23, the Maggies. In the Anzac Day fixture in front of 95,000 people at the MCG.
Goal from one of your former players, David, on his return. Will Hoskin to the senior side.
Yep, another giant. Another ex-giant, anyway.
We were mentioning off earlier, to be honest, though, they are Victorian, so they were coming home in that sense.
Yeah. I'll ask you a question when we get a break about that.
Yep.
I reckon it's a really interesting decision for young players.
Yep.
Secondary ball up here, but of course the 6-6-6 doesn't apply. This is general play. Jake Roach back on the ball, which I like. Dennis and Barlow have been very serviceable today for Warners Bay. And Marty Rhyme struggling with options in the ruck is getting a lot out of his young two charges here. Throws the ball up on the boot. Vo's got to do well and did a great job to mark that ball in front of the much taller Hawthorn. He's improved out of sight, Leo Vo. He's one of the most improved players in the league for mine. Patrick Delaney. Can he get the ball out? And he is out of bounds now. I think the umpires called that he's out of bounds after before he kicked it. And in which case it's not out of bounds in the full. It should be a throw-in. Ryan Stanton going in to check, and it is a throw-in. Nick Turner's asking what's going on here, but I'm sure that Ryan Stanton is indicating a throw-in, and he is.
Yep. Fair enough. Yep. Asking the question, Nick Turner got the explanation, and move on. Quick and easy as that, David.
Remind me when we get a break
yep.
to ask you about players being drafted and
yep.
specifically to the Giants, okay?
Yep.
And I want to we'll have a conversation piece with you about it.
Yep.
I think it's an interesting point. Spinks reads the Cardiff Bow's hands. Should be gone. Not paid. And the entire crowd knew about it. And Spinks in and under. Sideshow Bob haircut. Comes out Vo, low to the ground as always. Brilliantly extricated Leo Vo. Can't hit the man with the kick. That's holding the ball. Not paid. Downing all over it. Tomlinson over him like a cheap suit.
High.
And is that an over-the-shoulder kick?
It is.
Yeah, against Pratt. Turner. Gives it on the full. I think Jack Pratt will be wearing the... Jake Roach is going to step his man here. Gone. Ooh. Great tackle, Jack Pratt. Absolutely outstanding. Take a bow, Jack Pratt. That's brilliant. Jake Roach has got licence to do that. But I think so.
Yep.
Good footy.
Good. Took him on. Good tackle.
No one really on for him other than Hawthorn, and that's out on the full. And I'm sure this time it's out the full, and that'll be a kick to Vo.
Vo or
I think it's Vo. No, I reckon Vo's the closest. No. It looks like it's gone to...
Gilmore.
It has. Gilmore gets that out. It's a 4-on-2 here. Going to make a contest. Downing got buffeted out of that. Well read, Pratt. Perfect kick to Hoy Maroney, who's going to go square because they're breaking. There's 3-on-0 out here, and away go the Hawks. O'Donnell. They're trying to corral him. Back to Gibson. Wide. Gretz. Warners Bay's actually controlled that okay. Back to Hoy Maroney. Oh, smothered. Now there's a chance for a play on. Way we go. Luke Roach has got to get a bounce. Tries to step his man. Doesn't. Needs to stay on his feet. Does. He's tired. Very tired. Out there from Smith. Gretz puts a tackle on. Well done from Garrett. Puts the hard work on. Does again. Thompson. Usually got all day. Thompson doesn't this time. Turner trips his man. Should have been pinged. And out the short ball comes. Man in front. Rumble just does enough. Needs to tap it. He's dragged it in. He's in trouble. He's in all sorts of trouble. Ryan Stanton's going to pay him here. Done. He's dragged that footy in, and that's the correct rule. Lashley. Rumble dragged that in. You saw it perfectly on Kendall's pictures there. Vukovic, and chose to go. Yeah, good decision. This is dangerous. Jake Roach from 60. Absolutely lace out perfect to Scowen, who has to go back and kick a goal.
Roach has continued his run if he wants him in the goal square, and that's where he's gone.
Gone to the hot spot.
There's two of them.
And that is Smith. So Roach has stayed out, entitled to stand his ground. This will be important. Last 2 minutes of the quarter.
It'll be interesting from this angle. The modern player often goes on the Stevie J
He's
curve.
left-footed.
Oh, he's left-footed. Okay.
He will not be going Stevie J.
Not from there, he
I can
won't,
guarantee
mate.
he's left-footed. Must kick it. I believe he has. That's a goal. Very important late goal, Jeremy Smith. Cardiff, 5-6-36. Warners Bay, the last 2 goals in this match, 4-3-27. And, of course, now you see the benefit, Lucas Holmes, of 6-6-6. Yep. Warners Bay would normally now put 8 in the back line. Yep. They can't.
They can't.
And very good game of football. Warners Bay really holding tight. Cardiff hasn't kicked a goal since the 6th minute of this quarter. So, game on here. 1 minute to go. Warners Bay need to shut this down if they can. Bowen, Dennis. 55 seconds gone to go. 50 seconds to go. Dennis and Bow. Bow with a right-hander. Marcus can't get rid of it. Dennis all over the football. Is that Martin? No, it's the Rat, Simon O'Brien in and under. Tries to get a handle out high Moroney. O'Brien again. Gets it for centre half forward. Dangerous play here. Job. Vo's got a right to stay with his man, which he does. Discipline. Stays with him.
He's going to have a shot.
That's off to the right. They've got to go the punch. Oh, that's shepherded through by Jack Lennon. That's come back in the air. That's exactly what Warners Bay did not need. Brant Job, a very good, important goal, and that should be half-time. Job, a goal. Cardiff, 6-6-46. Warners Bay, 4-3-27. Lucas Holmes.
Awards Are Us. Established over 25 years ago, Awards Are Us pride themselves on ability to supply high-quality work and personal professional service. As we get to half-time rather. David and Lisa are experienced in fulfilling the most complex needs of their clients. Special deals are available for all Hunter Central Coast clubs, and that's Awards Are Us, David, on the stroke of half-time.
Cardiff, 6-6-42. Warners Bay, 4-3-27 at half-time. We'll have about a 5-minute break and come back for a bit of a catch-up about the draft and other things. Back with you soon. Welcome back to the Fasterfield Complex in Cameron Park on what's been a wonderful day's football. Started at 11 o'clock with the Black Diamond Plate, won by Cardiff. And then into the women's the match between Cardiff and Warrens Bay again. Cardiff up by 71. And we're 15 points difference here at half time here at Cameron Park in the Black Diamond Cup. Lucas Holmes, I suppose the question I have to you, having a conversation piece.
Yep.
I remember speaking to Tom Scully after he'd been picked up by the Giants, and Giants front-ended he and Phil Davis's contracts because they had so many rookies.
And Phil Davis has come across from Adelaide
That's
too.
right.
Yep.
And I remember speaking to him about being away from home because he was a first draft pick. Essendon up down by 13. There was 13-30. There it is. Louis, you got another fan over there, mate? And I remember speaking to him talking about did he miss Melbourne? Yep. And he said, I can live a life in Sydney. Like Sydney and Melbourne are totally different to living. Like living in Melbourne as an AFL footballer, you're in a goldfish bowl.
You're in a bubble.
You get drafted. Just say you got drafted to play for Collingwood. You go and have a cup of coffee. Someone puts it in the paper. Oh, look at someone's having coffee at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. In Sydney, unless your name's Lance Franklin, you can walk around and live your life, play your football. It's like the Melbourne Storm in the rugby league.
Yep.
No one knows who they are.
Exactly. Yep.
And I understand that a lot of Giants players have ended up going back to Melbourne.
Yep.
Because that's where they're from. That's understandable.
Yep.
And Sydney and Melbourne are such different places. But I can tell you now, some of I come from halfway between the two.
Yep.
And when I was growing up, I always wanted to play for Carlton because I was a Carlton fan.
Yeah.
But I can see the benefits of being drafted to places like the Gold Coast or Brisbane or one of the two Sydney clubs because you can just live a life. You can play professional football and in $500-600 a year if you're any good. Whereas if you live in Perth, Adelaide or Melbourne or Geelong, holy cow, Adelaide is mad about football. M-A-D. And personal. I was in Perth for the GF. And not a good day for your club. It was a great day of footy.
Yeah.
What do you think? Just Lucas Holmes comes out of Warners Bay and you get drafted. All right. What do you think you'd like? Where would you want to live?
Well, it's really like coming as a young player. I would think, and from what I've followed a few drafts and what you've seen, they're happy to play anywhere to begin with because they're on a 3 or 4. The rookie deal is draft deal. I know for a first round at least is 3, and you have the option of a 4th from like a club point of view.
Something like that, yeah.
So I get that you're going to try and get your foot in the door wherever you can, but as we're just showing this hazard reduction burn, which was happening in front of us earlier. Yep. As I was saying, you want to get your foot in your door wherever you can, but I think it really comes to how close you are with your family and that sort of thing. And then if you have, I know some of the current AFL coaches have been involved with like the AIS academies and that sort of thing. So if you've had experience under those coaches, you might be inclined to go to those clubs depending on where they sit in terms of where they are geographically, and then comes to ultimately what teams are being successful at that point of time and where you might think you fit in when you develop, because the boys come out, they're 19 years of age. They haven't fully developed physically, mentally and emotionally, so you don't really get to that stage until you're about your mid-20s. So until that time, it's really where you get put, and then you sort of make your decisions from there. But then it's lucky as well. I know definitely in American sports, and especially in the NFL, your franchise basically has ultimate power and ultimate say of where you go. You're locked in.
There's no father-son over there.
There's no father-son under there, and you're basically locked into where you are in a long-term contract. But it's lucky with Australian sports, especially the AFL, the players have that much flexibility and choice of where they can go and what contracts they sign.
Interesting points. I suppose one of the things, the perfect example of Collingwood up by 23.
Yeah.
The perfect example for me is the Gold Coast Suns.
Yep.
They've lost almost every good player they've ever had.
O'Meara,
Ablett,
May,
Lynch. There's more.
Aaron Hall's just gone to North Melbourne. Goes on and on.
They can't keep a club.
No.
And they've won some games they've been okay.
Yep.
It's hard. It's hard when you're not from Melbourne.
Yep.
And as I said, I came from halfway between the two. So I can understand when you're a Victorian, that's what you want to do. You want to go home and be around your family. There's no football side in Albury or Wagga. So, yeah, look, it's an interesting one. one of the other things is when you're drafted in America, you might end up going to university in Florida or Texas or Louisiana or California or Zona, which is one of the warm states, and you get drafted to the Green Bay Packers or the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
You get drafted to the Patriots, great. You get drafted to Buffalo or Green Bay, you're going to be playing in -20 for all your life.
Yeah.
That's different in Australia, but a lot of West Australians like going home. Rance has always resisted going back.
Yeah.
Cam McCarthy.
Is he from W? Oh, there you
his
go.
father
Okay.
was his father.
Okay.
His father was a Footscray player who went back when West Coast started.
Okay.
Murray
Right.
Rance.
There you go.
And
McCarthy's just gone back. Hogan's gone as well.
God, I shouldn't have forgotten this. Ruckman from the Giants.
Rory Lobb.
Rory Lobb. I was thinking Rob. Rory Lobb's gone back.
Yep.
There's pressure on Cornelio to go back.
Yeah.
And Cornelio won't play cricket now because Cornelio had a choice. He was going to be part of the Sheffield Shield squad in Western Australia under Langer, who's now the Australian coach.
Yep.
And his father was trying desperately to get him drafted to West Coast of Fremantle.
Yeah.
And he was that elite that he went number 2 to Jonathan. If my memory's, I think I was at that draft because it was at Homebush Bay.
Yep.
I think Patton went 1 and Cornelio went 2. They've got more value because of terrible injuries to Patton out of Cornelio so far.
How's he tracking out of interest? Because he did his ACL last year.
He's done a couple of times, Look, I worry about Patto. I really do. I don't think we're ever going to get to see how good a footballer he could have been. I also think it's in an interesting one within the Giants fan club.
Yep.
I often expressed a view that I thought Jeremy Cameron would be an absolutely outstanding centre-half back because the centre-half back, you can pluck off marks.
Well, you can see what... this is obviously related to my club, but you can see what Darcy Moore drafted as a key forward. He's now gone to centre-half back and just plucking intercept mark after an intercept mark.
Yes, look, you won't remember, but I do. His father was an absolutely brilliant footballer and would have killed it in the modern era, probably as a ruck rover because of his size. But Peter Moore was a brilliant footballer. His son's a different sort of a player. In the same way that Gary Ablett Jr. is totally different to Gary Ablett Sr. But, Moore's found his own, and the advent of Cox becoming a reasonable footballer, Myercheck, Jamie Elliott's having his year on, and I feel sorry for Collingwood fans occasionally. The Elliott's the one because he can play. But anyway, that's the way it goes. Thank you for your conversation.
It was a good conversation.
People need to. We can sit there and commentate footy all I like, but I think people need to hear what your opinions are, and you love your football. I've usually got an opinion on most things, but I want to hear what you've got to say because then people get to know what you're about and what your thinking is about football as well.
Yeah, no, it's good to sort of take a step back and just talk about football in general rather than just having a sole folk. Like, that's our job to commentate games, yes, but then there's obviously a lot more going on in football than just what we're looking at now. So it's good to have a wider view and that sort of thing as well. So it's good to sort of take a step back, as I was just saying, and discuss the wider issues that are happening.
Indeed it is. Not far away from the third quarter here at the Pasterville Complex. Lucas, your thoughts on what the Lake Macquarie Council's done in setting up the Pasterville Complex?
Oh, it's magnificent. You said you'd seen things prior to coming out here a fortnight or 3 weeks ago, however it was. That was my first experience coming out here, and it's magnificent. I'm not sure if that's just because of it's a magnificent complex, don't get me wrong, but what Cardiff were using beforehand was not what... I'm just trying to put this not sort of in a correct way. It was not up to the standards of what senior it was almost for under 15s, under 17s football. I played at Hillsborough when I was a junior as well. It was short for that sort of higher age group of juniors, but for senior football, you're a kick from the centre and you're in the goal square. So. There
are words I could say about off air about Hillsborough.
That's what I was trying.
It was below standard for this league and what we're trying to do. And you think of all the works that have been done at places like Adelaide Street and Fane, which were swamps.
Yep.
And I mean swamps in the wet.
Yep. Now
Fane's one of the best surfaces in the league. Adelaide Street gets a lot of traffic, but it's still a good surface.
That's what I was trying to put it in a correct way rather than just going to.
Look, Hillsborough doesn't get the mustard. This joint, this is fabulous.
Yep.
And like when we've got representative football here, and I'm involved in another sport, I can't wait to have representative cricket here because I think this is a multi-purpose facility.
Cardiff Boolaroo are playing their district cricket here.
I tell you what, it's going to be warm out here. It's going to be warm out here in January because I'm telling you, when I was standing out there,
there's no shade. Is there?
Man, it was hot. It was a hot day.
There's no shade.
But this facility, it's purpose built. And we've had 2 new facilities we've called in the last 6 weeks. One at Tuggerah, which is magnificent and will get better as they put more things into it. And then this fabulous place. Lucas Holmes and I will be at Newcastle #1 Sports Ground on Saturday, the 4th of May, to call Newcastle City and Killarney Valley Women's, which will be a cracking game of football, followed by Newcastle City against the Singleton Roosters in the Black Diamond Cup. Good to hope to catch up with Andrew Scott down there. Great man. Seen that. No, I'm not sure if Nads will be there because Singleton women aren't playing there. So, but good people out there at Singleton, and also some very, very good people at the phenomenally successful Newcastle City Football Club. Just about ready to rock and roll. Thank you, Lucas, for that conversation. Pete, we might try and have a chat about things at halftime more often.
It was good. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Darryl Luck's got the ball and underway for this second half here, David, with Cardiff leading by 15 points.
Right, Bo gets that tap out. Gretz reads it beautifully. Got to put a tackle on. Can't. Oh, bumps off Brumble. Lashley goes wide. Dropped by Delaney. Deverell. Got to get up, get rid of it. Does. Gibbons. Off to Gilmore. Little short kick. Needs to be perfect. Wasn't Lashley. Great tackle on him. Hoy Maroney. Over to the Rat. Simon O'Brien. Where's Simon O'Brien? Usually a smooth mover. Smith's got a chance of that. Missed what he should have taken. Robson going at ground level. Jake Roach. Taps it out. Finds his mate Turner. Left foot comes out. Picked off by Pratt. Corey Devil caught a little bit out of position there by the kick.
Already David Gilmore playing sort of centre-half back's quite an interesting point as well.
Now Lennon's leading here. Can he keep it in? Warner will not let him get away. Good tackle, Warner. Short ball comes out. Vo, who's been very good down in and under today. Very. Out to Carla. He's got to beat a man. Does, and gone. Gretz was waiting for that. You could see him snooping and waiting, and he sniped and got him. Barlow taps it out. Roach gets it off the foot. Jake will be happy that's a stat. Gibbons, Deverell. Wide out to Carla. And he won't waste this one. No. Patrick Delaney in front of us in 11. Down the line. Vukovic at the back. His wife had an outstanding game for Cardiff Day and was terrific. Trouble! Gone! Not lack of awareness there and lack of talk. Corey Deverell sniping. Jake Roach, this is where he's dangerous. 50-metre ball. Can he pick off someone? No, he picks off the one bloke he can't. Tomlinson, who kicks it off, goes over to the second man he can't. In Pratt. Campbell, wide to Gretz. Now, Gretz is usually a good user. Carla! Returns the favour on him, and he's got him. Good comeback, Carla. Jake Broads hits him with a 30-metre pass. Carla, centre half forward. Where are the Crummers? Vukovic gets upended. Marcus comes wide, and they're away. Isaac Hughes has got pasture. Thumps it down forward. It's 3-on-3. Who can get there? Robson's there. Lennon. Oh, back Jack in from there. Oh, he missed everything. It's still in. Goodness me. And Riley Warner's out over here to the right. He's struggling. Might be a contact between friendly fire. Bird's in all sorts, but he's not in as much trouble as Riley Warner.
And they're calling stretch. Was that stretcher?
Riley Warner is in a bad way.
Yep.
I reckon it's shoulder. Looking at that, he can't move on his right. It's not his knee that we can see. This is not good.
Lachlan Deverell immediately put his two arms out, which...
Kimberley's there, the Warner's Bay trainer. Riley Warner is struggling. Now, let's see what the problem is. He's talking... please don't tell me it's a knee.
Is that right knee?
It looks like the right side of his body. Cardiff coming out with a stretcher now.
Time is off as well. That's the only time is off is when a stretcher's called.
And it's the right leg. He's having all sorts of problems straightening it, and this is not good. Daniel Gray's out there. He knows a bit about these things.
Yep.
And still don't know what the issue with it. It does look like lower right leg, Lucas. And
not good.
He's in all sorts, and he knows he's in trouble. You hope that's not an ACL. Bird is bleeding over here to his lip, so I didn't see the contact. I was watching the footy.
I don't know.
Bird's bleeding down here.
Back with the flight of the ball, one into another, possibly.
Warner is really struggling. Now, Ryan Stant will also supervise. He's a professional in this sort of thing as well. Warner's able to, so it's not concussion. And he's probably they're going to roll him over here.
Just to get him onto the stretcher, I suggest, yeah.
They should take him straight over the sideline. You do not need to go through the gates with a stretcher.
He's not.
He's not well.
And he's not coming back on either.
No way.
Unfortunately. Both teams, he's a very, very class player, is Riley Warner. Youngster, but one of the better rebounding defenders in the competition.
Lucas, would you mind going down and just, if you can get a word with Kimberley, do it now if you don't mind. Just go down. Update there for the MCG, Collingwood 48, Essendon 15. Would you mind going down just to see if we can get just an opinion from someone? Don't speak to Riley. You just go and see what the scenario is there, please. I'll take care of commentary for while Lucas is going to go and just do a bit of scouting. Looks like a dreadful injury to Riley Warner. Now, I thought the ball went out. It did, Jake. Jack Lennon kicked that ball out and screwed it across the face of goals. And it'll be a throw-in about 10 metres from the side of the left goal post there. So just waiting for the play to start. Riley Warner is clear of the ground, which is good. Let's just hope Riley's okay. Getting a nice round of applause from the Cardiff faithful. Okay. And we're away. So time restarts. Cardiff up by 15 points. Serious injury to Riley Warner. Let's hope he's okay. Ball comes out in Cardiff's attacking zone. Ryan Stanton right there. Ball held in. And there's Riley Warner going off now straight to the rooms. And let's just hope he's okay. Back into play here. Cardiff trying to get an important goal here to get some space, some breathing room. Ball out of bounds. Gilmore lets it go cleverly. He doesn't have to play at the ball. Sun starting to bite now. It's quite late in the afternoon. It's 4:21. We'll probably finish in some sort of twilight, I'd imagine. Great day here at Cardiff. Oh, Cameron Park, sorry. It's not Cardiff. Cardiff's. Joe worried out of it. Back to Rumble. Gibbons, Rumble, gets a handball out effectively. Vo gets a kick out, still can't get it past 50. Hoy Maroney. And it's a behind. So Cardiff, 6-7-43, Warners Bay 4-3-27. Lucas Holmes will rejoin us shortly after doing some investigative work. Jake Roach has got his brother out there who's got some time, gets a nice bounce. Puts on the speed and goes long. Spinks and Tomlinson. Well done, Tomlinson, experience. Spinks stays on his feet as he always does. Kicks it out in front of him. Tomlinson staying with the speedy Spinks. And over the shoulder. Free kick. Pratt's away. And needs to put his hands up and hold him up as much as he can. He has. Gretz has got Campbell here. Wide in front of us. Goes to Hoy Maroney. He's got a lot of touches today. Been quite impressive. Tomlinson being guarded by Spinks. Vukovic elevates, takes the ball out in front of him. Nichols got to run away. That's almost 50. He wasn't next to his player. Punch, double-handed, brave, good football. Comes there from. Not quite sure who 45 is. I'll just check our team sheet. Our team sheets here in front of us. That was Ian Bird in 45. So there we go. Well done, Bird. Who recovered from that lip. He's got a cut into his lip. Do apologise for getting some of the numbers wrong today. It's been a lot of number changes, which doesn't make it easy, but we'll get better at that during the season. I promise. Roach and Gretz. Yep. Roach wrestles him to the ground. No Pryor. Barlow in there with Bow. Both done. Well, Griffiths hasn't played much today. It's been almost all Bow for Cardiff. Bow reads that better. Gets there a step before him. Marcus gets it out. Carla taps it out. Tunnel ball behind him. Simon O'Brien. Off from Edwards. Begins to get rid of it. Does. Marcus DeLure gallops forward. Goes long. 60-metre kick. Magnificent kick, Simon O'Brien. And very well read by Jack Lennon. And Lennon's got this ball, 25, 28 out. Almost no angle to speak of, but a great kick, Marcus DeLore. Great purchase of that. Went 60. Lennon used his body well and should really kick a goal for an experienced goal kicker like him. Short run up and went too close to the man on the mark and tells everybody about it. Cardiff 6-8-44, Warners Bay 4-3-27. About I reckon about 8 minutes gone in elapsed playing time. It's going to be a long quarter now due to the O'Reilly Warner injury. Lachlan Deverell. He'll probably go outside the square here. He does. Goes up the back to where Jake Roach is. He's got to make a contest. Gretz comes in side on, picks that up beautifully. Deverell sitting in the slot. Luke Roach is going back on the mark. Behind the mark, sorry. Lots of leads. You've got a good view of this. 50 metres. Jake Roach has gone over the mark. Wasn't called to play on and went over the mark, and Darryl Lux got him. And Bryce Gretz will take this almost from it. In fact, this might actually be inside the square. Yeah, it is. So this will be straight on. This will be a goal to Cardiff. They'll be getting a new football in a minute. Bryce Gretz and so Lucas, James Haynes will give us an upgrade in a minute after this goal from Bryce Gretz. And Gretz takes care of business. Lucas, Riley Warner.
So they think, I was speaking to one of the Cardiff officials that helped carry the stretcher off. They think it's either the front or back of his right knee, but he was standing in the rooms just then. So
okay. Luke, could you do me a favour and put that clock up to 9.5 minutes, please, if you don't mind? That's about my estimate of the time that I tried to start the clock and it didn't work. So go to 9:30 if you can. Thank you, and that'll be reasonably close to being right. Okay, that's fine. Yep. Cardiff up by 23. Bit of the sting gone out of this one with that dreadful injury.
Yeah.
Really, you hope it's a posterior. That's a much better recuperation time than an anterior.
Best case scenario.
Best case scenario. Yeah. MCL, PCL, much different than an ACL.
Yeah.
Dennis, Lucas Holmes had a good chat with his father, Peter, at halftime. Sounds like a very good man. Gretz, handball out. Delua starting to put his imprint on the game. Well read, Luke Roach, who's gone to fullback.
So, okay. That's a similar sort of player type.
Bit taller than Jack.
Bit of run though and carry.
Luke Roach has got the sit here. Gets the ball. Can he get it out? We're obscured here. Ball's still in and now goes out of bounds.
So game's still only just under 4 goals, so it's no means over, and we're still only halfway through this third quarter as well. So there's
a very short forward lineup here. You've got Cyril Nicol, Corey Deverell, Matt Spinks, and May and Scowen and Downing. So not one of those players, maybe Sconies, but the rest of them are under 6 foot tall. Yeah. Some of them are a long way under 6 foot tall. So a type of forward line you want to create space and kick into the open, Lucas. You don't want to bomb things into that particular forward line. And now who is Tomlinson picking up? I can't see. In fact, Tomlinson's having a rest. Tomlinson was picking up Spinks a minute ago, and that would have been dangerous for Cardiff if Spinks had got out in the open. So Tomlinson's having a seat alongside Gretsch. There's some quality. Thompson wins that tap out. Tackle made immediately by Bird.
I think that's a good move for Cardiff, trying to put Thompson on the ball as well. You just get him a few touches to get him up and going, because he's been fairly quiet by his own lofty standards.
He's been quiet today. Tap out again. Thompson gets a kick out. That's come off hands. Brant Jobe. Lennon off the ground. Rumble keeps that in. Jake Roach has got to go and doesn't get the football.
And he'll just go long. Cyril's
he doesn't.
on the lead.
He doesn't, and that goes to Lachlan Dennis. Dennis should come down the wing. He's got leads here. Marcus Little can't pick that up.
Garrett.
Keep that, who's left-footed. Steps Marcus beautifully. Marcus is too good. Great work, Marcus Delua. I thought he'd stepped him in, and great work, Delua. Good example to youngsters out there. Great work. Thompson needs to screw that across. Does. Dangerous area. Good work from Gilmore again. He's a strong-built player.
That's risky.
1-on-2 here. Simon O'Brien's got the ball. Carla's going to do very well to stop Simon O'Brien getting that football. Vo comes in, extracts it. Carla's in and under. I think Carla might be wounded, actually. He looked like he was struggling there for a minute. He's got a cramp. So Carla's struggling with a cramp. Really, they're not supposed to stop for cramps. But
no, move the ball 5
I hate to be ruthless. But a kramp's not an injury. Cramps.
It's the letter of the law.
The letter of the law is. Injury like Warner, not a problem. Well done, Dennis, again. Little short kick comes out. 1-on-2. Well read, Campbell. Pratt kept his man and Corey Deverell down. Gibson glides away. Perfect pass to Jobe. He was almost, I reckon he went sideways there personally. So did Gilmore.
He's going to have a
There's
shot.
no
now.
one in the square. Now there is.
He should go, yeah.
Job's good enough to kick this. He's a thumping kicker
Yep.
of football.
He was looking.
He showed us that in the first half.
Yeah, he was looking immediately to go inboard, but Shutoffs is going to have a shot.
Take us through it, Louis.
You know, right goalpost, just on the right goalpost. Is it going to straighten? It is, and it's a goal. Second for Brant Jobe, and Cardiff begin to kick away. Cardiff 8-8-56, leading Warners Bay 4-3-27.
Bar TV Sports, the specialist in live streaming and broadcasting of sport, including the AFL Hunter Central Coast. Bar TV Sports, making your game the main game. Essendon coming right back into it at the MCG. Essendon 5-3-33 and Collingwood 7-6-48.
Half time too.
Thank you. So big comeback late in that quarter from the Dons. Collingwood with a slight upper hand. Dennis into the ball along with Scowen and Turner and Vo. Vo's been good today. He might be in their top six. He's been very handy.
Vo, May.
Tap out from Dennis, who's been serviceable. Turner, one of the most reliable players in the league for me. Never has a bad day. Marcus gets him off his feet this time. Hoy Maroney gets disposed of after the play, and that's a downfield free kick, I reckon. Lachlan Deverill knows about it. He knows it's a downfield free kick, and that's exactly what happened here. Just saw it out the corner of my eye. It should be a Cardiff player's kick. No, it's a downfield free kick. And that ball's going to go to Hoy Maroney. He shouldn't have got the kick. The player over there with the closest player should have got it because it's a downfield kick. It is not a free kick back here.
Correct.
More than halfway through this third quarter. This will do some damage if he kicks this. Gets a fair bit of it. Shanks it left. Cardiff 8-9-57, leading by 30 points. Warners Bay 4-3-27. Gilmore, away he goes. No, he's not. He's going to give it to Deverill. Nichols created a space. Is there someone behind Cyril Nicholl? Yes, there is. Down here. Off goes Deverill. Just love this raw being able to run out the square. Oh, great work by Vukovic. Very strong player. Hoy Maroney. Marcus Delors picks it up. Chipping ball. Perfect. To Hawthorn.
Took something off that. Did Delors look to go long?
He found him. He spotted him at the corner of his eye. So, Thomas Hawthorn from inside 50. Off a lovely delivery from Marcus Delors. He's got a fair bit of that. Let me touch through. No mark taken. 8-10-58. Warners Bay 4-3-27. We actually decide the medalist, you and I, today, as well as the Subway Morris. So it'll be the same person today. We're going to choose that at the end of the game. I thought I'd better let you know.
Yes. Thank you.
It's all right. Cardiff up by 29 points here. Correction, 31 points.
Same before, you can see some of the stings immediately taken out of the game.
As soon as
from the crowd as well, it was sort of tense, and now it sort of dropped right away.
Left footer smothered. Robson in there. Vo still trying very hard. Warners Bay.
Been fairly even from both, like in terms of better plays from both sides so far, anyhow.
Yeah, it has. Thompson right-handed. Clark. Vo again. Another clearance. Vo. Well-read Campbell.
That's a beautiful
Short ball,
kick.
and it's perfect. Hoy Maroney, who's been very good today. Short ball comes wide. That's on the half volley. Jobe, who's got lovely hands. Tomlinson should deliver well. Oh, picked off by Rumble. That's unusual. Rumble, got to get rid of it. Does. Big strong up man he is. Cyril Nicholl. Gilmore, ordinary kick. And they're struggling to get it out of their 50 at the moment, Warners Bay. Luke Roach goes wide. Crelly. Lachlan Deverill, good mover, goes down the line. 1-on-2.
Roach on a wing, that's an interesting one.
Yeah, Matt Spinks is there. Can he put on some speed? No, he can't. And ducks his head, and that's gone, I reckon. Oh,
He's
goodness
paid
me.
high.
How he's got that free kick, I'll never know. But anyway, that's another thing. Matthew Spinks.
Very good two-footed player, Spinks, but goes on his right that time.
Jake Roach, almost within reach distance for the big guy. Shanks the kick, however. Gibbons is there and thereabouts. Jake won't be happy with that. Disposal. Campbell. Good Shepherd. Delaney gets the benefit of it. Pratt. Turner will chase him down. Pratt goes to the left footer, and it's perfect. Hawthorn should have taken that. He was uncontested. Deverell coming back. Hawthorn, well done, Rumble. Well done, Hoy Maroney. Good contest. Hoy Maroney's been almost BOG today. Left foots it. Bryant. Job's at the back, got a chance. He should give it hands, or he's going to go himself. I reckon that's a goal to Brant Job. Just waiting on the goal umpire. Yes, goal, Brant Job. Cardiff are home. Cardiff 9-10-64, Warners Bay 4-3-27. That injury to Ronnie Warner really affects them structurally. And Luke Roach having to go back makes things very difficult. Cardiff playing good football. And we've got about 20. James wounded out that. I thought he was struggling a bit. It's hard to recognise him because he's lost all the hair.
Lost all the hair, yeah.
Now, did you play junior football against Brant?
No, he's a year younger from memory through my conversations with Dean.
Did you play any juniors against any of these Cardiff players here, any in your age group?
No, Xander Cross was the one, but he's not playing today.
No, he didn't play at all.
No.
They didn't play
play twos either.
No.
No, Regan Bowes, I know him through school. He's a couple of years older than me.
Right.
But that's about it.
Beautifully read Marcus. He's having a picnic at the moment. At the back is Job again, looking likely. Roach. This is Luke. Who's going to go check side with a booming check side. That has gone 50. That's a big effort. He's trying to stay on his feet. Oh, lovely step. Isaac Hughes is some kind of athlete, I tell you. Can play. What a beautiful kick. Well done, Rumble, sorry.
Yep.
Shrugs one, shrugs two, gets a handball out, gets it to Gibbons. Well done. Nick Turner won't like me calling him Rumble Turner. He'll be furious. Campbell, elegant left foot out to Hoy Maroney, who is shaping into the top 3 or 4 in the team in the ground at the moment.
I think this 6-6 rule is built for a player type like
cut off there.
It's cut off. Try to do the team thing.
What has been called here? I think that Gibbons thinks he marked that, and the umpire says, "Not on your life, son." Bo, Dennis. Bo gets that out, missed by Gibbons. Lachlan Deverell's got a yard over the shoulder, and we'll get a free kick. He's been okay today, Lachlan Deverell.
Switches on for Scowen if he wants to go that risky, but
yeah, it's being marked by Rob. So that's almost worth a one-on-one contest. Scowen to outmark him.
Just the height, yeah.
Scowen, sorry. Deverell and the strength. Easy mark, Liam Gibson. Thumps it back to the hot spot. Marking contest coming. Robson at the back reads it well and should finish. Off balance, doesn't. Wasted a perfect opportunity for a cup goal. Cardiff 9-11-65. Warners Bay 4-3-27. 21 and a half minutes gone here at the Pasterfield Complex in Cameron Park. This great new football cricket ground. You can see the side screens in the background. Home of the Cardiff Bullaroo Cricket Club, Cardiff Bullaroo Cricket Club, and the Cardiff Football Club. Goes wide.
Hughes again.
Yeah, Hughes again. They can't get it past half forward, or can't get it as far as centre at the moment. Warners Bay, they're really struggling with structure. Campbell out to Gibson. They're not giving up at all. Tomlinson runs and gets tracked. And that's Hoy Maroney again, I reckon.
Yep, he's sweating on the return just for that target of Ben Crawley as well, I think, David, just to give a structure from at the moment when there's no real tall. Just an escape route, just bomb for the kick-outs as well, can rest forward as well. Good key target.
Kane Gibbs is a fair way away. Oscar Anderson and Kobe McClure are a fair way away because they've just started training. So
yep.
You put up the best side you can. Hoy Maroney, that's going to fall short. Oh, Mark. No, not paid. Luke Roach has got a chance. I wonder if we use that check side again. Doesn't. Goes with a dainty little drop punt that doesn't hit its mark due to good defence. Campbell. Little short ball, not picked up by Nickel. Turner and O'Brien. O'Brien through traffic. And that ball's going to grub it through for a behind. Cardiff 9-12-66. Warners Bay 4-3-27. 23 minutes gone, we reckon. Matthew Spinks is the football in the third quarter. As the temperature starts to cool down quite nicely. Thank you. It's very pleasant down here. That's going to go nowhere. It's going to come straight back in there. It's gone to Lashley. No, makes a contest of it, does Crelly. Gets off his feet. And again, decision's gone Crelly's way. He put the head over the ball. Down the line from Crelly. Well-read May. He's got a chance here. Needs to pick it up, does. He's got time. He's kicked it to a one-on-one. And well-read Pratt, who outmarks Corey Devil. That's almost 50. There was judged that Jake Roach was actually the man on the mark. Turner, handballs out to... Here's Smith, gets another tap out, yes. Jake Roach beats one, beats two. Corey Devil, right foot check side kick is brilliant to Scowen.
Can run on.
Doesn't need to. He'll go back. He's a full forward. Trust me, he'll take.
Key forwards don't give them up that easily.
No, don't. No. There's not that many key forwards left, are there, really? Josh Kennedy's probably Jack Revolt's not really a traditional key forward. He moves around. Lynch will probably end up that way.
We've got two of the best, West Coast Kennedy and Darling.
And Scowen's missed that, I reckon. He's at the post. 4-4-28 Warners Bay, Cardiff 9-12-66. Dying, as Lucas Holmes would say so beautifully, dying embers of this one, of this third quarter. And our next game of broadcast, May the 4th, Newcastle on One Sports Ground. Newcastle and Kalani Valley Women's. Good mark, Crelly. That's a cracking mark. Contested possession. And then Newcastle City and Singleton in the Black Diamond Cup. Jake Roach sitting there loitering with intent. Gets under that one. That will not make the distance. It's going to go close, but not make it. Almost a mark there. May's got to stay on his feet if he can. That's a throw. Absolute throw, not paid. Tomlinson over. Got his hands over it. You've got to put a fist to it, otherwise she's a throw. Just about three-quarter time here at Pasterfield on what's been a very, very good day. Anzac Day here on a Saturday next year. Louis 2. Patrick Delaney. Down long. That should be taken by Hawthorn. That's a great kick. And he's actually run out of bounds and played on just quietly, technically. But anyway. Flying down the line. That was Jack Lennon, I think. Good Mark Robson. Really good. Now, Job's got to go. He's opted to go to Hoy Maroney, and that was a mistake. Robson, lacking a bit of experience. Now it's got Hoy Maroney. That'll be his 25th touch. And gets Job in front. Hoy Maroney's been very, very good. Job's got a man on free. He must have to spend a possession there. Isaac Hughes, who's already kicked two. This may actually end the quarter. Long day of football here. Apologise if the voice is a little bit less than what it normally is. Hughes low.
Snuck it in, I think.
I think that's it there. Not at the head from Jake Lowe. Another goal to Isaac Hughes. Sting really out of this game at the moment. Cardiff 10-12-72. Warners Bay 4-4-28. Someone's had a few too many beers, I think, Lucas. Not a surprise.
I tend to agree there, David, just quietly.
Yeah. I'd like him to try and say that, have a crack at James Newburn. What do you say, that sort of rubbish? Jimmy, give him a bit of lip.
I want to see that.
Jimmy, give him a bit of lip, I reckon. And there is three-quarter time. Cardiff 10-12-72. Warners Bay 4-4-28. Cardiff put the foot down in that quarter with 4 goals unanswered. Lucas and I will be back for the last of 12 quarters of football with you shortly. Again, at half-time there at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, Collingwood 7-6-48 and Essendon 5-3-33. Lucas Holmes not overly happy with that, given that they were 3 or 4 goals in front. James, do you want to come and say hello, mate? Grab a microphone there, mate, and have a quick chat. And Jimmy Newburn, coach of the Kalani Vale Plate side and resident league legend. Hello, James. How are you, mate?
I'm very well, David. How are you?
Good to have you here, mate. Now, Kalani Vale, this week you've got, I think you're telling me off air, Nelson Bay in women's and then some tough asks in the men's. You've got both games against Terrigal-Oga.
Yeah, that's right, Dave. The girls against last year's premiers, I think Nelson Bay in the girls.
No, they weren't premiers. Newcastle
Grand
City
finals.
were
They're
premiers.
obviously they're a bit undermanned. Our girls been good, but yeah, local derby in the 2 men's games should be always very willing. We've only been down there a year, but they're both very willing games last year. And
yes, and building some good. I'm hearing good things, particularly about. I did an interview with Paul Foster during the week, and it'll be published hopefully next week, saying some very nice things about you. I believe you've got, if you'd like to promote it, James, he's very happy with the way you're going and how all the coaches are going. James, quickly, before we start, July 27, give us a bit of a rundown and how people get tickets, please.
Yeah, so we've got we've been lucky enough to secure Doug Hawkins and Doug Walder, so Footscray legend and Australian cricket legend, so that we've got them up for a sportsman's night. Hopefully get Dougie Hawkins down, get an early enough flight, we'll get him down for the cup game early on, just have a chat to the boys and have a bit of a look. And yeah, so any tickets through myself or Michael Smith or through the Facebook page.
Yep.
$60 includes a meal.
At the Adelaide Street Club
At the clubhouse there, yeah. So I think we're looking at between 100 and 120 people there, and always tickets available. That's the beauty of being down there. It's a beautiful setup. Probably apart from this facility here, it's a fantastic setup down there with that sort of stuff.
It is. I've heard Doug Walters before, but Doug Hawkins is I've listened to him on Triple M in the old days. He's great to He's got some fan. He was a lad, I'm telling you.
Yeah, we had when I was at Warners Bay, we had Dougie Hawkins for the 40th anniversary a few years ago. He's fantastic. So as I sort of recommended that we get him, and yeah, fantastic he was. So hopefully again.
Very good. And the Swans a reasonable chance against the Giants this week?
The Swans at the moment, mate, I don't think I'd put any money on them at the moment. I'd like to think that we can beat your Giants, but a tough ask. Obviously, last time we played them at the SCG, I don't think we kicked a goal after half-time. And
that was the semi-final last year.
It was the semi-final,
right?
David. Thank you very much for reminding me.
I'm just trying to picture in my mind where it was. The fact that it's at the SCG, I think, makes a bit of a difference.
Well, it hasn't been much of a fortress this year. Unfortunately, again, like last year, we're losing a few games.
Ryan Stanton about to ball up here. And the last of 12 quarters
is underway.
Of football. It wasn't Dennis, it was Harlow. Clark, tackled by Turner. Robson. Short ball, looking for, can't find, I think that was Job. Crowley's gone back. Jake Roach has gone back.
Nichols in there as well and is wrapped up by Hoy Maroney deep inside Cardiff forward 50.
I think talking too much is great bloody asthma. It really annoys me, especially when you're on air, I tell you. Out from Dennis. Little handball comes out. Robson. Luke Roach puts a good tackle on. Hughes, that's a throw, and got Darryl Luck in perfect position, Lucas Holmes, and that was a throw. Good tackle, Luke Roach. No, sorry.
It's gone to Dennis.
It's Dennis. Square to Turner. Cyril Nickel. He's usually a good user. Doesn't let me down. Downing in front of Tomlinson.
Not much down the line, David, but he's gone there anyhow. There's Rumble's almost gone forward.
He has.
And a good tackle by Corey Deverill gets the ball out of bounds, I think.
Jimmy, just with rep football coming up, the couple of Kalani Vale players while you got me there, Ustav sounds like he's in the best form of his life. And I would think that players like Ustav definitely is a real show. Brendan Lewis, Miffy as well.
Yeah, Josh Mifsud is an incredible footballer. You don't realise how good he is until you see him up close. And obviously Louis, our captain coach, he's something different off that back flank. He's a goal-kicking back flanker.
The idea of having Connor Haswell and Brendan Lewis on a half-back flank that was a faux pas. AFL HCC, there's an injury here. That's a contact injury to Scowen, who's had trouble with ropes earlier. He's not a shrinking violet and he's struggling. Now that looks like Hammy. Got to get that's Kevin Roach going out in the resplendent fuchsia. Just hope he's okay. He is struggling. He's, as we said, coming back from ribs, which Lucas Holmes mentioned earlier, and that's not ribs this time. He's just struggling to get up. And Walford would be an outside chance. He's a good use. He's a smart player, Kyle Walford.
He is. Well, he's a smart player. He goes to Richmond, so he's probably not the smartest human, but yeah, he's Kyle's very good. He's unreal. We have him in the middle. Just the experience. He's played a lot of clubs over the years, and very good footballer, Kyle Walford. Plays really well in there with guys like Josh Mifsud and Rucken off Roosterhoff. Fantastic. He's had a pretty good start to his season too.
Roosterhoff's in superb form. He was unbelievable in round one in a side. I think it's an indication of where Killarney Vale's at, is that Killarney Vale could possibly have beaten Cardiff. That was very close. And then Cardiff's form since then has been scintillating. They belted the tripe out of Maitland. And then, as we were talking about at three-quarter time, they beat Terrigal at Hilton Moor, and that's almost unheard of.
That's a huge win. And as you just mentioned off air, they play Newcastle City here in a few weeks. That'll certainly be one to watch.
Yes. I think that's the game, the round after the representative day.
Yep.
And I think there'll be a lot of the, looking at the Central Coast representative side that played on Monday, there'll be a lot of those Killarney Vale players that will be playing for AFL HGC as well in the women's representative game. Kelleher was excellent. Page was good.
Ash Page is fantastic. She's
playing without headgear
footballer
as well, so she must have a bit more confidence.
It's a bit harder to spot her on the field sometimes, but she's generally the one getting the ball every 30 or 40 seconds. Yeah, Ash and Josh has been fantastic as well.
Yes.
Sasha Edwards would probably be the other one. She's obviously come to the area with her husband. Brad's a returning player, and Sasha's phenomenal. Yeah,
very big, good. Well done, Nicholas Turner. Very good raps on Sash Edwards as well. Oh, she went low, Spinks. It's easy when you're 5'6", isn't it? Rumble. Oh, Spinks ducks his head there. He might be in trouble. He's not. The lights are on here. There is still sunshine on the far half of the ground. It's going to be interesting with the light when the ball crosses in between the two. Barlow, Rumble getting some football. He and Bryce Gretz lookalikes. Rumble's got about 10 kilograms on him at least. That's a push in the back by Hughes, not paid. Coming through there was Clark.
Numbers around the football for Cardiff at the moment is just phenomenal.
That no ball needs to be perfect. I reckon it's out of bounds in the full. And it's actually called a throw-in. So, to July 27, Doug Hawkins and Doug Walters after play. That's old, but that's past players' day.
Past players' day, we play. I think it's Gosford. I think we play that day, so a bit of a derby feel there, and hopefully get a couple of good wins up. Yeah, hopefully settle in for a good night. And I know Ian Granland's got a lot of the Bombers squadron. The old boys sort of set up, invited a lot of those guys, so it'd be good for the with such a young squad that we've got. It'd be good for the young squad to catch up with the old boys and just to hear a few of the old stories, as it always is.
Yeah, it is, especially with the history of that club. With that club's got a fascinating history. A couple of premierships, a 200-goal kicker. Which
Mick Smith, he was actually one of the first guys that bought a ticket. Mick McLeod as it is now, but formerly Mick Smith. It's 234 goals, and I think he only played, for what they tell me, about 9 or 10 games that season. So it's just a phenomenal effort.
The Australian record is by a full forward called Trevor Sutton, who was at Wagga when I was at school. He played for East Royal Coringal, and he always gets called when guys get close because he still holds the record. But 200, I think he kicked 232 and 90. If I read the board right, at Adelaide Street, 232 and 97 in successive years, I think he kicked. So
it's not a bad record. I'll be happy to kick 300 in a career, let alone in 2 separate seasons. It's just. And
are you?
I don't know how you do that.
Are you sneaking a goal in the forward pocket at the moment for the Bombers?
Yeah, normally I'm averaging 1 a week. So as long as I'm hitting the scoreboard, obviously I'm not going to get me 20 plus disposals anymore at the nimble weight of 115 kilos anymore, Dave. But if I can sit down, I generally let Dane Amity's come back to the 2s this year. So generally, if a guy like him, you leave him one out in the square and get out of his way.
He must be getting toward. I don't think he'll get it this year, but he's getting towared 400 games.
He's close to it. Yeah, I think he broke the club record, the Killarney Vale club record, Peter Kelleher's.
He did last year.
Killarney Vale club record was 368, I think.
I think the 368. So Lashley
here. Into the 370s now. So yeah, you probably have to go another season. I don't see Drano stopping. He's phenomenal. I've probably only got him every second week as it is now, but
right. Yeah. Gretz has got the football, goes off the ground. There was a whistle in the background there, but Thompson gets it out. I wonder if someone's actually playing netball down there at the moment. There's a couple of whistles going off. Gretz, short little kick is perfect and finds Lashley. Lucas, we're going to have an interesting time picking our, as we get to choose the medalist, and obviously the Subway Morris said so.
We do.
I reckon Hoy Moroney's going to be close.
Yeah, I think.
At the moment.
Hoy Moroney, Gretz has been good.
He has, actually. It's been really good. So
the usual suspects,
Marcus
really.
Simon O'Brien's been okay.
Yep.
Tomlinson's actually been a bit quiet.
Tomlinson's been quiet. Thompson, as we've Said has been slightly
He's bringing
quiet.
that right to left. I reckon he's kicked it. Thomas Lashley's second. Cardiff 11-12-78. Warners Bay 4-4-24.
Yes, and for Warners Bay, May's been good.
Leo Vo's been okay.
Vo's been quite good.
Usual Lachlan Deverell.
Yep.
Been okay.
I think Riley Warner was having a pretty fantastic game. Unfortunately, went off with a knee injury. He's down on the bench, which is a good sign. But
Hopefully he's
Mum's
okay.
down there. They'll end up at hospital for scans. Hopefully, there's nothing too serious, and he's only out for very minimal time.
That's right.
Very promising players we've seen.
Very handy footballer.
Tomorrow night, if anybody's interested in some good local football, head down to Tulkabar Park in Terralba. Wyong Lakes and Lake Macquarie having the Friday night football in women's and plate from 6 o'clock, so get on down there. Simon O'Brien, there's definitely netball being played down there, I'm sure. I can hear whistles going left, right and centre. Our game only has a whistle every few seconds. Theirs is every second, I reckon, in netball. Jake Roach evades, off one step, goes 40 metres. Crelly taps it over himself. Jack Pratt might find himself in a rep jumper shortly, Jack Pratt. Crelly, he's found him brilliantly. Now, he could just about kick this, Smith. He doesn't. He goes most unselfishly to down. As Lucas Holmes says, lowers his eyes and hits Downing.
I'll back him in here, Dave. He's kick off both feet, Jack. He's fantastic skilled. I'd probably kick from maybe 45 out. I'd back him in.
Please don't tell me that you, James Newburn, wear a pair of boots that lurid. I'm telling you.
Mine are blue, unfortunately. They're not quite pink. I couldn't find any black ones. They don't sell black ones anymore, Dave.
Downing, low ball. I think he's pulled that left. And Warners Bay get a score. 4-5-29 Cardiff, 11-12-78. Lucas Holmes, MCG, please.
I can hear it on in the TV in the
That's
background,
why I'm
which is getting
asking.
me quite nervous.
16 points of difference. Collingwood 8-7-55. Essendon 6-3-39. Thank you for those of you that have joined us here on Bar TV. We've had an absolute. It's been a privilege to bring you football here. 3 games of footy on Anzac Day in the second year. That is deliberate and not paid. That's absolutely blatant, Ryan. The prime possum strikes. The prime possum strikes. He doesn't like that nickname either, too. Jimmy, make sure you hold the microphone up here, mate. Nice and close. Yeah, so as the light starts to fade now, May coming back on light, the lights will start to take effect. That's why we're using the yellow footy.
Leo Vo in and under. He just gets in and under every contest.
I think he's
so
one of the
tough.
most improved footballers in the league.
100%.
I really do. He's just been outstanding. Cyril Nickel gets that ball forward. It's a 1-on-3. If he gets a contest, he's done well. He's got it to ground, but Campbell reads it beautifully. Gets a left footer out. That's gone 50 now. 55. Marcus is there loitering with intent. Gibbons does very well to get Robson out of it. And, Pratt misses a sitter. Tomlinson looking to quarterback. Goes short. Doesn't hit his man this time. That's unusual. Gibbons, that'd be a goal for and a half if he kicks that.
You won't hear the end of it if Sam Gibbons kicks a goal and he's missed, but
He's missed it.
he doesn't mind a goal when he does kick one. He'll let you know about it.
Warners Bay 4-6-30. Cardiff 11-12-78. Jimmy Newburn, Sam Zickman, Lucas Holmes, Kendall Clausen and David Redden here with you. Hello, Sammy. How are you?
Mate, it's got dark very quick out here. Good call with the lights coming on.
Right up close.
Yep, good call with the lights coming on out here. It's starting to get a little bit dark.
Yeah, it is. It's got dark quite quickly. Turner, who never stops trying.
I think Nick Turner would be one of the most underrated players in the competition, Dave. He's just so tough. He's fit. He can play midfield, can play back, he can tag. He's always been like that coming through juniors into the senior ranks and rewarded with the captaincy now, which is fantastic.
Versatile player and wouldn't look out of place in a rep jumper.
100%. He played a lot of junior reps. So, yeah.
As a tagger, he's
100%.
got the ability to go with play as it being a run with roll, which doesn't happen often in rep footy. You just go out and play. Like when we played Adelaide Street a couple of years ago, I think you were runner that game. It was just open slather. Everybody just ran and kicked off.
Back your own
That's right.
structures.
That's right. Job off to the right. And last year at Royal Manuka, the Canberra side went berserk in the first half.
Yep.
But then Andrew Scott moved in the centre and that completely changed the game. Look, yes, Black Diamond then got beaten. But everybody just ran and really tried to. And that's why representative football is actually quite a different game. You often end up with lots and lots of high scores and good attacking football being played.
It would be good to see Nick get rewarded with things like that. I said he played a lot of Northern Heat and a lot of junior rep. He would not look out of place at all, Dave.
Isaac Hughes might have bitten off more than he can chew here, taking on Jake Roach. Reminiscent of Barry Hall and Scott Thompson in the forward pocket at what was then called Etihad Stadium, I think, when Barry got him in the headlock of the century. Marcus Delure also maybe fighting slightly out of his weight division there.
Just looking at upcoming fixtures for Saturday the 4th of May, David.
Please go through them.
I'll just go through them all. Nelson Bay hosting Cardiff at Dick Burwell Oval.
That can't be right. That's next week. There's actually games on this week.
Oh, sorry, going this week, and then I'll go into next week as well.
Can you head that back for us, please?
Yep.
Yeah.
There we go. So, Gosford taking on Nelson Bay at Adcock Park. Killarney Vale, as we spoke about earlier, hosting Terrigal Avoca.
Wow.
Wyong hosting Newcastle City, and Singleton hosting Maitland.
Oh, the derby. Oh, wow. That will be on for Young. Neither side in great form. And I think it's Sam Breslin's on week, so I think he'll be playing. My understanding is that Breslin might be playing every second week due to shift work. That's gone. And that's 50 because he's kicked that football gone. That should be... Nick Turner's asking for 50. It should be 50. It was kicked out. Delure and Jake Roach reacquainting themselves. I'd suggest Marcus might be slightly out of his weight division there. 49 points is the difference, is the lead for Cardiff halfway through the final quarter. And really, guys, we were talking about earlier, the sting went out of the game a little bit when Riley Warner got injured, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a bit of a setback. Like he's only young. He's he'd be probably their third youngest, but won their best and fairest last year, the Macy Medal, and he was having another good game. He played against our guys a couple of weeks ago, and it was fantastic there as well.
Good tackle, Deverill. Downing beats that tackle, actually, and then shanks it terribly. And that'll be a free kick to Marcus Delure, who's going to be in this part of the world for a while. He's studying medicine Lucas Holmes at the University of Newcastle at Callaghan.
He's a former teammate of Ben Simmons, I believe, in the junior rep basketball ranks in Victoria, Marcus Delure.
Really?
I believe so, yeah. You'd have
well, the age is right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the junior under-16s, I think, in Victoria, one of the rep sides there. Yeah.
Well, that would fit. His father, Dave Simmons, was playing for, I think they were called the Melbourne United or Melbourne Tigers at that stage.
Melbourne Tigers at that stage.
Tigers.
Andrew Gazer's time. The
okay,
Tigers.
right.
Not a bad claim to fame. I guess playing a bit of basketball with arguably the number one draft pick and one of the best in the league.
Lovely kick, Gretz. And that's his second today. And I'm sure that he'll be wearing a representative jumper. He's just too good a player. Cardiff, 12-13-85. Warners Bay, 4-6-30. 15 minutes gone by the time this ball comes up on an absolutely glorious Anzac Day here in Cameron Park.
It's a fantastic facility, this, Dave. I know you've probably mentioned it's the first time I've been here, and just look out now, sitting upstairs here, and it's incredible. I know Cardiff were homeless effectively for 15 years, but I'm sure they look back now and they're very happy what they've got now. It's certainly a fantastic setup.
When you speak to someone, I had a chat with Nick Koshin about that. He said, he used to drive past Manila Park and it would always be very sad. This is just superb.
Yep.
And credit to council for doing such a great job. I was telling Lucas on air, with there being a cricket block here, James, I'm sure there's going to be representative cricket here play.
Yeah, well, Cardiff Bullaroo, I assume. I think the home game in the summer. I'm not sure. It'd be fantastic to come out here and play cricket as well. You've got rep cricket, rep football. It's just a good regional community facility, I guess.
May, Edwards misses a sitter. Over towards Bird, turns around, finds Crelly. Alex has a chance from there. Misses to the right, I reckon. I think the Lake Macquarie attack in the Plan B Regional Bash would be hard-pressed to find a better ground to play their home games at this particular facility. They were going to play here this year, but there are issues with the deck. So, and of course, we've got our own rep footy here this year, and it's wonderful to see women's and men's rep footy being played this year. Fantastic. Hawthorn. Chest mark Jobe. Jobe can actually have a ping from there. Hoy Moroney, who's been superb today, chips it up. Punch from Gibbons, discipline. Marcus roving, sweeping. Hughes ducks his head. Jake Roach tries to decapitate him. And I think without it, yeah. And Roach and Delure would be very well advised to walk away here.
They're certainly getting very tight the last 10 minutes, Jake Roach and Marcus Delure.
Yeah, probably going to be teammates in the rep side reasonably
yes.
shortly, but yeah.
Two very, very good footballers.
Oh, and the interesting thing is, I was speaking to Nathan Harkness during the week, and he said that Marcus Delure, when he played good football in Victoria, was a centre-half back.
You're right.
And he's never played a centre-half back up here.
Very versatile.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably played everywhere bar centre-half back, to be fair.
Well, he played ruck in that.
Played a bit of ruck,
He's changed into ruck in that grand final.
That'd be the basketball in him with the jumping in the ruck.
Yeah. Point there, average kick. Cardiff 12-14-86, Warners Bay 4-7-31. Park just put Jens to centre-half forward and put Marcus into the ruck, and he was almost the best player on the ground in that grand final. Terrigal just held on, didn't they, Louis, in 2:17?
They did, David.
Newcastle #1 sports ground. 9 points from memory. Deverell out to Roach, misses one on the chest, comes back. Just a bit of his speed is good at the moment. He's moving quickly. Lovely mark. Smith's not a bad player at all. You can see why he's in the best and fairest every week for Muswellbrook last year. Well done, Pratt. So going to be a tough day out. I'm sure that Marty Roman will go back tonight and they'll learn some things. We know that Cardiff are the real deal. That Cardiff-Newcastle City game, Lucas Holmes on Bar TV and James Newburn on Bar TV on the 25th of May will be an absolute cracker. Also looking forward to calling Wyong Lakes and Killarney Vale at Don Small.
The Michael Solomon Cup, I believe we're going to call that one, aren't we? It's good to see Solly's out at Wyong now, and he's doing a pretty good job with them. Young list to work with. Took over, obviously, from unfortunate circumstances, but he's really got the guys together. So, and a bit of a derby. Killarney Wyong's always, again, another willing game.
Oh, yeah. And the women's game's going to be cracker.
The women's game will be an absolute cracker. Two of the best teams, I guess, looking at the first few rounds. And
2 of the 3 or 4 best teams.
Job around the corner, can't get enough purchase on it. Out towards Dennis. Go on, Louis.
No, I was going to say, just agree with James's point. 2 of the 3 or 4 best teams in the women's comp there. Killarney Vale and Wyong. We're talking about that game in a few weeks.
Absolutely, and I think we've seen a side on the rise in the women's competition in Cardiff today, no doubt in my mind. The thing is with Killarney Vale and Wyong Lakes, when those teams hit you, they hit really hard.
They are brutal,
belt
some
you,
of their tackling, absolutely. Both sides would be keen to go a step or two further. Last year they lost the prelim, both those. So we lost the prelim, so Wyong got through, but
that's right.
Wyong obviously want to go one better, our girls go 2 better.
Liam Gibson, now I thought he'd gone and he's called to go. That's Jack Pratt down injured in front over here. Tomlinson doesn't try to mark that one, creates a crash ball for Gretz, and off goes Gretz down the line. Over the shoulder should be paid, not. Lachlan Deverell, dragged out of that by Gretz. Wants to get on his left, doesn't, gets onto his right hand. Hoy Maroney, low ball, intercepted by Turner. I think they've beaten Jack Lennon today. Jack Lennon's had a quiet day. Turner's been excellent. Smothered, well done, Gretz. Lennon now coming in hard. Lachlan Deverell, no, that's Cyril Nicola. I reckon that's Cyril, yes. That's Bo down at ground level where they don't need him to be. Gets a handball out. Hawthorn misses. Corey Deverell, Matt Spinks. Marcus DeLua avoids the fend and gone, I reckon, because he's trying to beat his man. Very good tackle, Marcus DeLua. Cardiff up by 55 here as the lights start to take effect. Hoy Maroney and Turner, got to stay on their feet. Turner is such a resolute, hard trying player. It really is. Robson now gets control of it. Thin, wiry player, chips it up. Hughes is roving here, dangerous. He might go to Lennon. Check side kick, Isaac Hughes kicks another goal. And he is starting to become a dangerous player for the Cardiff Footy Club, for the bloke, James, that hasn't hardly played football in his life.
He's had a pretty fair game today, David. He's done well there, ball over the back and come running in. And if he's...
Yeah, 1 minute. That's not end of play there with Isaac Hughes kicking the last goal. Cardiff 13-14-92. Lucas, with Quinny here, we need to decide our player of the match.
Yep.
I think it's between Gretz and Hoy Maroney.
Hoy Maroney, yep.
You're going to announce it. Okay, right. We'll give it to you off air because we've got to announce a Subway player, but we'll do that later on. Yep. We won't give it away. I'll tell Quinny over there. That's fine. Just final thoughts, James. First of all, thank you for joining us. And guys, look, the final thoughts, Jimmy, then Louis.
Look, I think it was a good game of football for 2.5 quarters. Once, I guess, Riley Warner's injury probably set him back a little bit there. But look, Cardiff are a very strong side. I don't think Marty will be too displeased. You don't like losing by 40 points, but Marty's plenty for Marty Ryman to work with, and for Cardiff, yeah, they'll look forward to, I guess, City in a few weeks and could decide it.
Thank you, James. Louis?
Echo the thoughts of James there as well. You know Cardiff are going to be a good side. Warners Bay were right with them until Riley Warner unfortunately went down, and they just proved too strong then and kicked away, showed their class.
Very impressive performance. Well done to the Cardiff Football Club, an outstanding job today. Thanks to the Cardiff RSL sub-branch. Kendall's done 3 games today. Great job, mate, producing 3 games as well. Lucas, thank you very much. Jimmy, great to have your thoughts on board, mate. As always, great to hear you. That's all from us, basically. We've got a presentation coming shortly, but on behalf of Kendall, Louis, Jimmy, this is David Redden saying good afternoon from Parsfield on a wonderful day on Anzac Day. Cardiff prevailing by 55 points. See you next week.